Fire is still accurate as all hell.
Where's Amy at, Josh?
I'm a little far from. Where are you at?
I'm gonna get
What?
you.
Okay. Ready to go?
It's Josh, he speaks. It's Josh, he speaks food.
Well, so you've been cooking, so
Pardon?
don't worry about it.
One of these days we'll be told to worry about something, and everyone will panic.
Maybe I'll take my sweet goddamn time.
Aw, so sweet. And goddamn.
Hey, there she is.
Hi. There he is.
Bye.
Boy. I should get that
So he's ready for another beach episode.
Oh boy!
Beach party!
thing.
I already brought the pool noodles.
They're ramen, in case you're wondering. Hope you're ready for a whole night of zingers like that one.
Oh boy, I guess I should just slap myself now.
I don't know, man.
We haven't had a beach day in a while. This will be nice.
I'm gonna grab a snack real fast. BRB.
Okay. No worries,
Oh,
I
but
just
I had
realized
to
what
hurry
time
up
it
and
was.
get in here.
We are secretly just...
Aw, Zephyr has new little artwork for her profile picture.
I do that anytime there's a major update.
Justin's still. I want sucked a dick this big.
And on that note,
Oh,
Now
the
everyone-
stream started.
That'd be an awkward way to start a stream, Josh.
I'm sorry,
I
Justin.
fucked it up.
Your profile picture, man.
There we go.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Shit.
Only you can go fuck
Okay, I'm back. What I miss?
Is this a sense of humor?
Josh made fun of my profile picture, so I put that thing in D&D chat.
Yeet.
I need hot towel. We have fun here on the,
Oh, guys, is that on the stream?
yeah.
Oh, great.
God, I hope so.
Joey with the, and on that note.
God damn it, Josh! I went to go set myself to roll as Finn, and I see what you named my second character's placeholder sheet,
Dude, it's been that way since I fucking gave it to you.
and I haven't seen since you gave it to me.
I gave it to you, and you're like, oh, thanks, man.
I wasn't in the Roll20 when you did that.
What's the name?
I have named his second character's temporary sheet Secondario the second.
Secondario the second.
Mario.
Uh-huh.
No, this is Luigi.
No, this is Patrick.
I was about to say that.
My God. Okay.
The lovely bunch of coconuts.
So how's everyone doing?
Dying.
Good. Apparently.
Oh man. Okay, so everyone has snacks, everyone has drinks and everything like that.
Yep.
All right, I guess we'll just go ahead and get started with you fucking fools.
You
That's
fools!
how you really feel there, Josh.
Y'all suck. No, you're fine.
That's how he really feels. There you go.
Yeah. Okay. In any case, let's see, how are we starting out? So you guys have, last time on the channel, you guys managed to fend off a bunch of rock lobsters, as they were, or as it turned out to be, precious rock-eating lobsters. Following that, you guys managed to get yourself, like, commissioned for some payment, being nice with the other party, waved your goodbyes, grabbed onto a wolf guy, and suddenly wound up in the middle of Gate. Following that, Zephyr got hit in the forest. You guys kind of got, like, to eavesdrop inside of a town council meeting. And then you all met underground in order for the sheriff to give you guys the what's what. Hoping that you guys keep your heads down while you're in Gate for the time being, and they're going to get you guys passage towards the Coliseum. Ruffle has specifically hired you guys to look after Joy on the path there, and in case anything should happen to her at Southgate. Other than that, you guys have basically been fed, given drink, all sorts of other stuff, sent up to bed, and it's now morning. So, Zephyr.
Yes.
You awaken to the sight of someone staring at you, just looming over you.
Why?
Hi! Abrams, what are we talking about? You need to back away from the base. Oh, sorry. You wake up to the fact that Vilkram and Abrams are standing, like, by your bedside as you're waking up. Vilkram is scratching something down on, like, a piece of paper. And he just goes, morning.
Morning. Why are you here?
Your injuries. Why else would I be here?
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, you kind of were in a rough shape, so, you know, we're just helping, as it were.
Thank you, Abrams. Thank you, Vilkram.
So what hit you?
Mage Hand? One of many? Possibly a living spell, if that's relevant.
Usually they're not able to cause them much damage. Well, in any case, he scritches down a little bit more something. I'm going to go see if I can get some medicine for you at the local mart. You do me a favor.
Yes.
Don't exert yourself today.
I don't think Ruffle wants me to leave this room, much less the tavern.
Yeah, no, I believe it's in all our best interest that we don't mention you being here. We're doing a confidentiality. Yes, Abrams. Whatever.
I'm sorry. I'm real quick. I'm sorry. I have to go kind of semi AFK real quick because someone apparently got to my Epic Games account and bought $100 worth of shit.
Right.
Okay.
So I kind of need to sort that out in the background here.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll get,
you do that.
yeah.
I'll
take care of that
be here.
shit.
Just yell when it's my turn to do something.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay.
Okay.
Jesus.
All right.
Yeah.
So yeah. Fun. Kind of hard to get back into character after that.
Sorry.
No, that not your fault.
God damn it, Keaton. And
I'm
person.
sorry.
He's joking.
No.
It's fine.
So,
So yeah. So I guess you realize who I am and what the situation is.
yes, very much so. Vilkram kind of like side eyes you for a second there and goes, Ruffle told us.
Well, I guess
We won't be mentioning this to anybody. It would be bad for.
That was not me.
What the fuck was that?
Abrams goes over to the window and yells outside, "Keep it down, you damn kids!" Vilkram walks over. There are no children, Abrams. Come on, let's go. And he just starts pushing Abrams towards the door. Bye, Zephyr!
Bye, Abrams.
Vilkram
Bye,
slaps him over the head. Shut up! And shoves him out.
Thank you. I owe you one.
So, Zephyr, how are you preparing yourself this morning?
Oh, I guess I'll do the normal, wash my face, whatever, do the glamour thing, and head downstairs.
Okay, yeah. We'll roll with the last roll that you had. No worries about that.
Okay.
You managed to get down. Everyone kind of manages to wake up, get downstairs. Those of you who had lethal damage, kind of note that you have bandages in places. Apparently, while you guys were sleeping, the two resident healers walked around and like checked up on you guys just to make sure everyone was
I
okay.
feel like I should be more disturbed about that, but we're gonna let it go.
So thankfully, you guys kind of get downstairs. Joy has already cleared off the table for you guys. Breakfast is waiting for you at the table.
You know how when you get bandaged up, you're not supposed to scratch at the bandages and stuff? Gambul is aggressively scratching like under his bandages and shit.
Gamble
That's the
now.
scar.
What?
I know it's itchy, but you gotta try to not scratch at that.
But itchy!
I know, trust me. I've had my fair share, but you gotta try to not scratch it, otherwise you're gonna just keep the wound open.
He just grunts and goes, fine. But then, like, every so often you'll look over and see him scratching at it.
Yeah.
I wonder if I
yeah.
can do anything about
Go
that.
ahead. What were you saying?
What are you gonna do? Like, zap me or something?
Just periodically,
Fucking-
just look over. He's scratching, just
Ah! Every time he goes for that.
Fucking-
he just starts to
Condition
reach
me.
for. He just starts reaching for his arm. Fuck! No, I'm not gonna do that.
To remind you, you did have kind of like a big old scorch mark on your chest. Not like deep tissue burns or anything like that, but it was just like, wow.
Wide.
Those itch when they heal anyway.
So,
Exactly.
to kind of like inform you guys of, like the four of you gentlemen are actually sitting down at the table. Zephyr, are you sitting with them?
I'm
or
going to sit near enough where I can hear, and if I need to, but I
Okay.
just for their own good and safety, I'm going to kind of be close but separate.
Yeah, unfortunately, as many people have pointed out, Ruffle opens the doors to the general public for breakfast in the morning. So you guys kind of like take a look around. There's a few guardsmen sitting over here and there. There's a few patrolmen, and they all kind of like as you guys are sitting down having breakfast. Every once in a while, one of the patrolmen comes over and kind of like claps you on the back, not in a way to like get your attention or anything like that, but they like flash you a thumbs up as they kind of mosey on over, grab their own breakfast.
Alright.
The
Finger guns.
Gatewatch guys, however, you can discern between the Gatewatch and the patrolmen. The Gatewatch have slightly nicer uniforms and look less like they're supposed to be out in the wilderness. And these guys are just kind of like, again, side-eyeing you all, but just not even making any approach. They're just kind of glaring at you folks.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, you guys kind of take a look around. The usual suspects are here. Dave is off harassing Hannity and her mutt. You guys also notice Graves is sitting over on the fireplace. He's talking to someone in a heavy robe going on over there.
Gravy. Because fun fact, I actually work with someone whose last name is Graves, so I call him Gravy.
Okay then. I was like, that completely stopped everything for a hot second.
Sorry.
Other than that, you guys are kind of taking a look around. There's not a whole lot of the usual morning crowd. Everyone seems kind of busy. Phony's not around either.
She'll turn up
That's
eventually.
Just for the
She's
most
probably
part.
working on something.
Probably.
Anybody need to do anything during breakfast or anything?
Not during breakfast, but I'm gonna say like after Gambul finishes eating, he wants to head over to the store.
Okay. Yeah, we'll get to out of breakfast shenanigans. Well, as you guys are kind of finishing up, deciding what you guys want to do for the day, the local doctors have informed those of you guys with the lethal damage to take it easy. Because, hey, it won't fully heal if you guys go all out on something. As you guys are kind of sitting there and chowing down and everything like that, you guys are kind of taken aback by the fact that something loud, large, and heavy just thumps onto the table, like right next to you guys. It doesn't hit your breakfast or cause anything to go flying, but it's enough to like get everyone's attention.
Mm-hmm.
What do I see with my non-special eyes?
A large fucking sack of what looks to be cash.
Oh.
And my eyes are now wide open.
As you hear a huffing breath as Phony climbs up onto the bench next to Torihito and just goes, "Hi guys,
Did you carry that entire thing yourself?
I had no. Well, carry's a strong word. More like
Dragged?
dragged."
Okay, I sent an email to support. I'm good now.
All right.
Okay.
Alright, Phony, next time, just wake one of us up to have you help. To have one of us help you.
It's understandable. I just wanted to go make sure I had everything collected, and then someone was like, "Hey, can you get this over to them?" And I said, "Sure." Throw in the sack, and then Monty was like, "Hey, I got some of this for you guys," and I said, "All right, I'll throw it all together." And then on the way back, it happened.
Just one thing led to another.
Yeah. So
Okay.
So I wanted to make sure you guys all got this. She reaches up to like the rope, undoes the knot on it, and fucking unfurls the thing. It descends into like a fucking confetti bomb of little tiny sacks of cash.
I kind of like scoot my chair back a little bit so I'm slightly closer to the table and lean over.
So it was
Shit, phony.
a sack full of tiny sacks of cash.
Yes. Mama
No
sack,
sacks and
baby
tiny
sack.
sacks.
So she goes, okay,
Babushka dolls.
let me see here. I labeled these. She starts going through them, grabs out 5 bags, and kind of thumps them around the table. They start winding up in front of you guys. She goes, so this is from Monty. He says, thank you for establishing the railway to Undertown.
Mm-hmm.
She grabs up another set of sacks, drops it in front of you guys. This is from Muse, following up on the helping them out with their study and everything like that.
Nice.
They send their regards. And she reaches over and grabs one more set of sacks. And once more, very carefully, very gingerly, puts them down in front of each of you. And this is from me.
Oh.
I'm more interested in the one that she put in front of me, so I'm going to open that one up.
Yeah, no, it's like from the looks of things, that's a fucking like good old big fistful of gold coin.
Are the sales doing well, Phone?
Phony kind of like holds up a finger, reaches down, picks up another like bag, not as big as a sack of cash, mind you, but she does set it onto the table, and you kind of hear some like kind of cluttering around. She opens it up and she goes, "Well, it was another big success. I sent the blueprints off to Monty and my manufacturers, and they managed to whip up some decent ones, and we're on the market."
Nice.
Awesome.
She pulls out what looks to be kind of like a wooden kind of canister mug sort of looking thing, and these things have hinges on the side. And she like clicks them open, clicks up in a little lock clasp, opens it up. On the bottom is a lining of Swithril. She goes, "This is what you guys invested in."
Oh, yeah,
So-
the little thermos things.
Yeah. So thanks to all your guys' suggestions, everything like that. These things can set temperatures. I'd say roughly. It takes about 10 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah. No. These things came out way better than I had even hoped.
Well, that's great, Phone.
Yeah, so here she passes one out to each of you.
Oh, thank you,
Aw.
Phony.
Because
This is the most adorably useful thing anyone's ever given me.
Do you want that
So-
in the not essential inventory or the important inventory?
this does affect gameplay a little bit. What
Got
this
it.
will do, I've actually written down the stats for you, and since it's god damn it,
So,
where the
question.
Yeah.
Did you make a name for these? Please tell me you did.
I think I did. She tells you she has like a working name for it so far. But where the
Phony,
fuck
it's-
did I put it?
It's Phony's Fantastic Firmus.
No, no.
It
no,
is-
No.
She calls it a temp set drink holster.
I like that better.
Bardol?
Temp set drink holster.
So, what this baby does for you guys, since this basically became out a perfect item, if you place any sort of drink inside of this thing and it takes 10 minutes to do its temperature setting business, it provides you a D4 bonus to any drink effects.
Oh.
So, like, if we put a healing potion or something in it?
Yes, healing potions will add an additional D4 to the healing.
Interesting. That's kind of cool. Question: would I be able to make? Wait, no, that has an effect, so I wouldn't be able to make it out of that. I was gonna say, can I use the any mug to make coffee and put it in the thermos?
Yes.
Well, shit. I can
As
actually do
a
something.
GM, yes, I am going to part the clouds and say yes. You can break the game in this small way.
Okay.
This only works on drinks, mind you. This doesn't boost poisons or anything like that.
Damn it!
Just only beneficial things,
yeah.
not.
Unfortunately, it wouldn't make much sense for the poisons. I apologize, but for drinks,
I think it would make perfect sense. I don't know what
So
you're
you
talking
guys
about.
can make ice cold potions with this if you care to.
Would a healing potion want
or
to be
comfortably
cold or
warm
hot?
potions.
It's up to you
I mean,
guys.
we're trying to understand the science of health potions. I don't even want to try that.
The idea is these things will set it to the perfect drinking temperature for you.
Yay.
Mhm.
Also, I haven't had money in fucking forever. How much is it?
All right, so because of the large amount of cash that basically went out to you guys, all of you go up to level 3.
What if we're already at 3?
If you're already at wealth level 3, add a plus to your wealth.
It doesn't like extra characters in it.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Okay. Shit. That's
Make a
right.
note in your notes section.
Yeah, make a note in your notes section. You have an extra base. You have an extra week's supply of cash on
I
you.
shot
So
up 2
basically
wealth
you're-
levels. This
So you're
helped me the
basically,
most.
so basically 3.5.
Yes. It will provide you an at-level expense with no taxing.
Cool.
Oh boy, we have a fucking tax-free card.
We got money now, boys.
So
And
yeah,
girls.
yeah, everything's looking nice for you guys. Phony just kind of like goes, and again, I can't thank you all enough for helping me out with my projects and everything like that. I really appreciate it.
I'm gonna ruffle her hair.
I was just gonna give her a hug.
Her hair's a nice
'Cause she
like
does-
little shade of purple today. She's changed it again. So
See, I was
And now it's ruffled purple.
yeah, so she kind of goes around and gives you guys all hugs and everything like that.
I give her kind of a quick hug to be like, yeah, I'm not supposed to be me right now.
She just kind of goes, "Come here, random stranger," and gives you a hug.
She's just that happy.
Yeah. She goes, "So, oh, by the way, I am starting a new project, but I don't need you guys to invest in it.
Cool.
Let's call this a freebie."
Yeah.
What's your new idea?
She reaches into her big old tool bag and everything and pulls out a set of blueprints. You guys actually recognize these from the wagon towards the study area. And she's actually drawn up a bunch more. It's formulas, it is like layouts, plans, all sorts of papers are scattered out on the table. It's kind of crowding around your guys' breakfast. It's not getting in it, but like any blank space between like plates and trays and shit is just suddenly paper.
That's a lot of paper.
Yeah. She just kind of goes, so you remember down she kind of like stops, turns, looks around, everything like that. You guys remember the labyrinth? I mean, quite honestly, she like raises up her tattooed wrist to show you guys.
Yes, we were
Yes.
all there.
She goes, so I was thinking about it, and since we got to the study area, I had this wild idea. I might be able to make something like the Guardian thing down there.
But why?
Why not?
You mean minus the evil?
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
minus the evil. I mean, it's not like, the guy was inherently evil with what was going on down there.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm just making a point out to the rest of you strangers who I do not know. But
Torihito.
Torihito, using his absent-minded flaw, actually goes, "No, seriously, who are you?"
I just give him this blank look and lean over and just whisper in here, "It's Zephyr."
anyway,
John.
Qeltrin just has this look of I wanna say something, but you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna let this go.
I mean, is this just something to challenge yourself with?
Sure, let's go with that. she kind of like gives you this look like she's not really saying all there is to it.
Oh, come on. What's your actual idea on this?
Gambul, in his own unique way, says, "Where put it?"
What are you trying to infer here, Gambul?
Where is she going to put the Guardian when it's finished?
Like, is it going to be Begging Gate's watchdog?
She holds up a finger, reaches down into her bag, pulls out a fucking another piece of paper, and slaps it onto the table. That is a map, my good friends.
Okay.
And what is it a map of?
I'm going to show it off at Southgate at the fair.
Oh.
Okay, so the idea is I don't make it, she gestures to like the whole room of the tavern. I don't think we need it that big, but like
No.
she makes a broad gesture over towards you, Finn. Like you size maybe? That might be better.
Sure. So what's going on in Southgate? The fair?
Yeah,
Right.
there's a
Is it going to
The
fight
thing
other
where-
constructs? Is it going to be called Construct Wars?
no, but it is a massive show off of goods and services. There's a lot of artistry that goes on down there. If this thing works, I could get a lot of attention and a lot of cash. And, since you guys helped me with it, you'd be in on the ground floor.
We're always
That's actually a good idea.
Phony.
Just triple check the head.
Oh, the head's fine. There's no head. What are you talking about? There's no head.
Not what I meant.
Yeah. In any case, I'm going to be working on this. I do. We're getting a stall set up. I've asked Monty if he wouldn't mind helping me out with the papers and everything like that. But in any case, hopefully I can show this thing off and everybody loves it.
That's the hope.
I'm thinking like security solutions or something. I don't know. We'll see when we get there.
Workshop the names.
So she goes, okay, well,
Skynet.
she kind of like starts
Whoa.
gathering up her papers and just kind of looks between you guys like, so how's everybody feeling today?
Well, I just had breakfast, so I'm feeling pretty good.
Okay.
Better.
Yeah, no, this is the first quiet morning we've had in a while.
Yeah, you guys.
Minus the sack of cash.
Gambul loudly chewing.
Yeah, you guys kind of
Almost
remember,
perfect.
You guys kind of
Just looks
remember
over at Gamble. Almost perfect.
y'all kind of remember your first morning here in Begging Gate. It was crowded, like
And
just
stormy.
about everyone in the town, and like a lot of other folks were in here having breakfast. There's
I had feathers in
considerably
my mouth.
fewer people inside here. Aside from the usual faces, there's the dealer sitting over in the corner booth, Ruffles milling
I'ma
about
kill him.
here and there. Fucking Joy keeps flying over and like she's kind of hovering around you guys for a bit, just kind of like making sure your drinks are topped off and everything like that.
I think I want to offer to
Thank-
stay in the tavern and help her out today. seeing
Thank you,
as I
Joy.
can't
No,
really do
thank you,
anything
Joy.
else.
All right, thank you, Joy. Thank you.
This pancakes and waffles.
All right, fine. I can't be mad at you.
Waffles.
Yeah. So Phony just kind of like bundles like her fucking blueprints into two, shoves that into a bag, and just kind of looks between you guys and goes, "Oh, and if you don't mind, keep this between ourselves."
I already
Of course.
forgot what we're
Be
talking
okay with
about.
that. I'm good at secrets.
Who are you?
John.
All right, Dave.
Okay. Well,
No, we
we'll
have
see.
Dave already, and he's annoying.
More than one person can be named Dave, Qeltrin.
All right. Well,
No.
if you guys need me, I'll be up in my room doing work and stuff.
Have fun doing work and stuff.
She gives you all a little nod and just fucking. She starts running up the stairs. Her bag has been dragging behind her tool bag. You guys kind of hear the clunk, 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 clunk as it goes up the stairs. And eventually just.
She should really just tighten the straps on that so it's just an actual backpack.
If we wanted to do something nice for her, we could get her a bag of holding.
Where are we gonna get a bag of holding?
I
what
don't
he
know,
said.
but
I like the idea though.
Be on the lookout for one.
If we run across a bag of holding, we'll bring it to her.
There
Yeah,
we go.
I'd rather have her have it anyway. I wouldn't have any use for it. I mean, I could hide my gun in it.
I have not had enough stuff to warrant a bag of holding. I don't know. I mean, maybe Gnarljack would like some extra storage space. Clank, clank.
You just hear it kind of like bite at a non-existent bit.
Throwing it out there in case we run into one, we know to grab it.
Well,
If we can.
so breakfast has been had. Bellies are full. What do you guys want to do today?
I
I'm
still.
gonna head over.
Choice.
All right.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, in order to settle this, let's roll initiative.
Ah, fuck! We're fighting each other.
No.
Who can scream out the door faster?
This will be to kind of delegate between like sections
well.
of what we're doing.
Well, I rolled a 25, but I forgot to
Just-
select the. Yeah, I know, but just fuck. That's a 25. Fuck you.
It's okay.
You can edit
You
it.
can change
I
it.
did the same thing.
I got it for you.
Yeah.
And did you roll initiative?
Yeah, it was a
Zephyr?
12. I just forgot to select my.
That's okay. Wait, we'll get to you last. Okay, and so here's how we're going to do this. With your initiative, we're going to go down a list, and whoever's in first place gets to decide what they want to do real quick. So Finn, what would you like to do today?
I need to talk to Amon
Okay.
and pick up my
Anybody else
potions
need to
and
go with
stuff.
him to go see Amon.
Yeah, fuck it, I'll go with them.
Okay.
Cool.
That will use up your turn. Just FYI.
Okay.
I mean, well, it's both our turns.
Okay.
We're special bros.
All right. Nobody else needs to go see Amon.
Not that I'm aware of.
I tell them to tell Amon I said hi.
I'll tell the birds you said hi.
that sounds like Gambul.
So, as per your instructions the other night, Finn,
Mhm.
as you kind of leave, one of the patrolmen just kind of like give you you and Torihito a nod as you guys are passing by.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of gives you a gesture and kind of just says, "Hey, if you needed to meet him out of town, just head north of it. He'll be a little bit past the rail station."
Nod. Turn north. Start walking.
Adventure.
So you boys kind of get up there. He's kind of milling about near the park and just enjoying Amon's sitting there enjoying his day, admiring the birds. It looks like he's trying to communicate with them or something, or perhaps he's entrancing them to be more, messengers. Who knows?
Amon,
Driving them to
Amon,
madness.
I swear to God, you still, after all these years, will not tell me how you talk to birds.
And I keep telling you, my brother, very carefully. So, what sort of day are we up to?
Such a jackass.
Sounds like Kobe.
A quiet one for a change.
That's good to hear. I hope you all fared well after we departed ways at the Undertown.
Oh, it was a great time. We wrestled. We went to the Madlands.
How is the Madlands this time of year?
Mad.
Seems fitting.
You got the stuff?
Yes, I do believe I have what you're looking for here. He reaches back. You guys don't know how, Torihito, you don't know how you didn't notice this before. He pulls out, this nice little bundle of 5 potions from behind him, from just somewhere, and just puts it in front of him.
And of course, Finn being Finn, he plucks each one up, carefully inspects it before putting it back and moving on to the next one, and the next one, and the next one.
As you're doing this, Amon gestures over to Torihito. So how are you doing today, my friend?
Doing well. Do you remember the dragon scale I left you?
Yes, I do. I assume you're still wanting to catch up with that.
Yeah, I assume. Would you have found anything out about that in this time we've been apart?
Unfortunately, its nature is still eluding me. One time I feel it might be magical, the others not so much. It's baffling me, to be honest.
Well, if you think
If you know of any other experts out there in the field, I'd be happy to give it back to you.
now that I think about it, I think I would like to see it back. If I do meet up with them, I'd like for them to look at it. They're more studied at it, specifically,
Understandable.
I think.
I will get it back to you by the end of the day, if you
Thank
wouldn't mind. I'm afraid I'm relaxing, as it were. He kind of like glances past you guys out towards like the middle of town. The ones in the proper uniforms, they're being a tad antsy nowadays.
We noticed. Apparently there's been some breaking down in the city since we left.
From what I can hear, what I've heard is that they're a little upset about the fact that they've had someone slip out from under their noses.
Did they now?
Yes. Well, you know how it is with noses. There's always something right there underneath. Or there's not. Who knows?
Must have been a bunch of crafty bastards. Hey, Torihito.
Hmm.
I'll nudge you closer, and then I'll show you the bottom of one of the healing potion bottles, and you'll notice that it has a small circular indent on the bottom. Push it with my thumb, out pops a smaller bottle that is full of what is pretty clearly poison.
Neat.
I don't know if Brother Finn will tell you this, but don't drink that one.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind.
Oh boy, green drink.
No, it's actually along the lines of it looks an awful lot like the healing potion itself. It's just a little off-colored.
Just
Murky brown versus murky red versus red.
yeah. So how many bottles were there? Like 5. So five healings, 5 poisons.
Yes. I will get you the stats as soon as I can. I apologize.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't had the chance to sit down for that one. Ow, my elbow!
Yeah, just bear in mind if you ever need to root through my pack, big ones drink, small ones do not.
We're trusting this information to the man who forgets what he did this morning.
That's why I have to hammer it in.
What could possibly go wrong? In any case.
Damn
it,
Torihito!
I could be dying and he could accidentally feed me poison. That's what could happen.
Oh no.
Amon just kind of like chuckles at you guys. So they really do like their statues over here. He kind of points out towards the little plinths of rock. There's been like a couple more that have been popped up here and there. Unfortunately, one of them looks like it's like half finished.
The only difference between that and home is that the ones here aren't made of gold.
Yes. But then again, looking around here, maybe gold-plated something or other would be just a tad tacky, a little out of fashion.
Gotti.
Yeah.
Besides, the desert sun hits our statues. Just, it makes the pot your face.
Okay.
In case you guys don't know what that one is, it's just like.
Oh no, we know. I know.
know.
I'm just disappointed.
No worries. I live to upset. All right. So, if you guys need anything else from Amon, he's just kind of shooting the shit with you guys at this point.
I'm going to continue to shoot the shit with him.
Yeah, well,
Kobe
I'll say-
stand around and stare at birds.
I'll catch up with you all later. I need to go to the smithy.
Okay.
Have fun.
And that's where I'll be heading.
Qeltrin is headed for the smithy.
Yep.
Yeah,
After
I'll be with them.
Okay.
I'm gonna be basically just also doing a shapeshift,
Mhm.
just so that way if a guard sees me, they're just gonna go, that's no one important.
All right. Well, roll me your thing.
As
for the
opposed to,
shapeshift.
that's no one important, but they're distinct.
It's morphin time, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, I am Human. I
Basically,
am Sir Human. So you guys are you guys heading to the store or the smithy?
Smithy.
Okay.
I'm
I
going
grab
to the
Gambul.
store, I'll
Oh.
go back here. That's,
Yeah.
we could walk over there together, but I'll be split up because I'm going to the store.
It's okay. You can go ahead and put your token there. I'll get to you in a second. So, Qeltrin, you kind of head on into the smithy. It's actually a lot quieter today. But as you kind of like poke your head around towards the furnace, it looks like Galvin and Jacob are just kind of off on the side having a little bit of a conversation. And Galvin has all the working clothes on, like the apron and the goggles and the hammer and tongs and everything like that. Jacob looks like he's visiting on his day off, so to speak.
Nothing wrong with that.
They both kind of turn and see you. Hello, sir. How are you doing today? Welcome to Smithy
Good.
Craft Shop. Jacob kind of steps over to you. What can I do for you?
Well, I'd probably hold out my gun so they'd realize who it actually is.
Oh, these are some nice pieces of work. You might want to talk to Galvin about this sort of stuff. He's the resident gunsmith, as it were.
I was
Hey,
hoping you'd actually
Galvin!
reckon.
Someone here to see you. Jacob
Yeah,
turns
fuck's
and looks at you, nods, and like kind of steps out of the way. He starts going through some shit on the shelves and such. And Galvin just kind of looks up at you. Hey, how's it going? Fucking throws some tools to the side, rips the gloves off his hands, goggles up to forehead. Whew. So what can I do for you today?
Fuck's sakes. Alright. You roll a 20 on shapeshift, I guess it's that believing. Okay. I'd probably just tell him, it's me, Qeltrin. I'm just trying to avoid being noticed right now.
Oh.
Meanwhile, the guy who's literally Cat is just strolling around town.
Also, a 7-foot giant walking around with a sword and an axe on his back.
And then there's Finn. He's brown.
Wow.
Well,
I mean, point made, but my god.
I mean,
did you have to say it like that?
they I don't know.
What?
Ruffle had basically said, keep low, so I'm literally trying to keep low.
Literally? Are you
Getting
crouching?
low.
No, I'm slithering along the ground like a fucking snake. Yes.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
Anyway.
We are flying today.
Galvin kind of gets the idea and looks down at the gun and goes, oh, hey, wow, you look different. Did you do something with your hair?
I never had hair. We're not. Never mind. We're skipping that. We're
He
skipping
just-
that entire part of this conversation.
Yeah, he shoots you a big old shit-eating grin, just kind of like invites you back over towards like the work table.
All right. So, what have you been up to?
Not a whole lot. I want to thank you for handing that shotgun over. I've been doing what I can, but you know how it is. He fucking takes. You recognize the next few motions he takes as he just takes some hot fucking metal, dumps it into the water, fucking huge ass cloud of steam, and then just starts hammering away at nothing, just anvil. And he leans over to you. I'm trying to supply the local boys with their own armaments, just in case something untoward happens. But Gatewatch is making it a little bit difficult right now.
I'm guessing you've hidden some away, so that way, if the local enforcement needs it, they can find it and grab it.
Yeah, you kind of did want the local enforcers in order to get this sort of stuff, and after seeing what they did to the sheriff, I'm not too sure I want to trust these in the hands of the boys on the wall. He kind of turns and looks out towards like the massive fucking gates.
Why is it called booty call?
That'd be, I don't know.
Governor of Undertown booty call.
He goes, and he just kind of turns back to you and goes, oh, but I still have the original in case you want to get that. I got the blueprints down and everything.
Yeah, I'd appreciate having that back on me.
Yeah, no problems. And he just kind of like goes, so, anything else you were interested in doing today? He kind of drops the end of the fucking hammer, steps on over towards the safe and starts opening it up.
Not that I can think of off the top of my head, unless you have a recommendation. As far as I can tell, I don't really need anything at the current moment.
Well, to be quite honest, I'm kind of focusing on, he stops, turns, looks around side to side. Supply.
Could you use a hand?
Not so much. I think I've got it. The only problem is Jacob over here is, he's got his own thing going on. He kind of ducks back in. Torihito, at this point, you actually do make it over.
Cool.
Hey, Torihito.
Hey. What's up?
Who are you?
I'm
So-
famous.
so-
running joke now.
No,
Yeah.
I know what's gonna. You know what I'm gonna do with that one? Be like, who else does this? And just like point my finger at him and just cause his fur to puff up again.
Magician.
I assume it's more like that anxiety-inducing moment when someone like recognizes you in public, goes, "Hey, how's it going?" And you have no idea who it is. Hey.
It's
You're
me,
a
Colin.
magician. Oh.
Like, here's the fun fact about shapeshift: it doesn't affect clothing or anything else.
No.
What?
Just-
Why? The sheep?
Ruffle.
Why?
Ruffle said to stay low, so I'm trying to stay low.
You realize I'm just walking around town normally, right? That's how you stay low.
Yeah, well, you also have a habit of forgetting things that people tell you.
So? It's not important.
Not important.
Jesus Christ.
Besides, if anyone does see me, they'll question themselves when they suddenly don't see me.
At this point, Dagan kind of makes an appearance, goes, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" And just fucking like waves at Torihito for a second. He goes back to this shelf. It looks like he's kind of moving some stuff around.
What kind of stuff is he moving around?
Tools, materials, that sort of thing. It looks like he's moving like a lot of heavy fixture stuff.
Is he just making noise to look busy?
No, Galvin is. He doing something else. As he kind of carries the stuff over and goes, "Hey, if you guys aren't busy and wouldn't mind helping me with something, I could use a little bit of a hand."
Sure.
Yeah, I
Jacob
suppose so.
kind of like hefts this giant fucking hammer over his shoulder and points at like a couple of tables and goes, "If you could bundle all that up in one of those sacks over there, just help me carry it out to like this wheelbarrow out here. I'd appreciate it."
Yeah,
Sure.
So yeah, you guys managed to get all this stuff collected between you two. Not really anything super heavy or anything like that. You managed to get out there with Jacob's sitting there waiting. There's a wheelbarrow already loaded up with like a bunch of tools and shit like that. He goes, "Well, I appreciate you boys for giving me assistance with this. I gotta get ready for the caravan."
Oh, you're coming
Oh, you're
with?
heading out with it?
Yeah, it's a little bit of a. I'm not able to make it every year, but with the festival going on, I try to make it to the local smithy shop.
Be a good idea.
Yeah, it's a pretty fun time, pretty loud, especially with all the fighters in the area. They well, demand's pretty high, so I'm heading down there in order to lend a couple more hands.
Actually, wait a minute. I had a thought. I'd be saying this in character. And I'd look over at Torihito and be like, "Didn't you lose something recently?"
I mean, if you want to count having your sword disintegrate, losing it, sure.
I mean,
Oh, that
is losing
sounds
it.
fucking terrible. Jigget looks over towards your side, Torihito, and just goes, "Ooh. Ooh, dang. Yeah, that does sound bad."
Yeah, it's pieces now.
Sorry to hear about that. Well, unfortunately, I'd love to give you a hand with this, but right now I'm kind of getting everything together for this trip.
Right.
But I tell you what, he points at like your empty hilt, and just kind of
Yeah,
goes.
I just keep that one like strapped to my back. Just
Yeah.
Because.
He kind of like gestured towards it. If you guys, I assume you guys, are you headed to Southgate?
Eventually, yeah.
That's cool. Well, if you are, you should stop by. He kind of reaches back, grabs this piece of paper, unfolds it, scribbles down a name on it, hands it over to you guys. Stop by the Swords in the Fire. It's the biggest blacksmithy in friggin' anywhere I've seen. They draw in smithies all around the place and really helps with all the fighters we get going on. And I'm sure the owner would love to take a look at the stuff you've got going on. He points towards you, Torihito. He's a sucker for the foreign type of armaments.
No. Well, maybe I could give him what's left of this then.
Yeah, not a bad idea. What happened to that?
Rust monsters, I think they're called.
Bunch
He-
of assholes, really.
Bit my,
Jagged's eyes fucking widen at you. What?
it bit my sword, and yeah.
Those things exist?
Yeah.
I guess.
Oh my god.
I didn't know they didn't exist. I mean,
I heard stories about those things. That sounds fucking awful.
that kind of sucked. Didn't attack. Didn't attack any of us. They went for the swords and such.
Yeah, they're mostly focused after metal. They honestly don't care about much else. It's food for them, so I mean, hey, makes sense.
Right, okay. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna go get some more tarps and stuff to lash onto the side so that doesn't happen.
They're really localized. You'll be fine.
Yeah. As long as you
okay.
don't go to the Madlands, you should be fine.
We also killed a lot of them.
Yeah, we killed all of them that were there. It was fun.
It was kind of fun.
Well,
Good times.
You two sound fucking sadistic.
Jacob looks fucking stunned and shocked to his core. It looks like he had fucking nighttime stories fed to him about these monsters.
Oh
mean,
my
I'd probably
god, you
just
just
describe,
told him the boogeyman was real.
But yeah,
I'd probably just like describe their
now,
size.
now
and
I'm just
everything.
carrying around a piece. It's scrap metal now. It's no good to me.
Well, yeah, if you take that by the boys, they should be able to, like, at least get you a good fix up or something like that. Might take maybe a couple days or so, but they'll get you something nice.
I'm not worried about repairs. It'll never be as good as it was when it was first made. So
Well, in any case, boys, I feel like I gotta get finished packing. If there's anything else I can help you with, or, I mean, Galvin's still inside. He just kind of looks over. There's fucking another plume of smoke and steam shoots out from the side of the shop. Yeah, he's still in there.
Wonder if Galvin might be able to help with this.
I don't. I've asked him to help with these sorts of things before. He's more into the lines of guns.
Figured as much.
Yeah.
Worth a shot.
Well, in any case, you boys take care of yourselves. And he kind of turns and shoots a look off north towards like the railway. And don't let Halrin get to you, by the way.
All right.
oh, him.
Yeah. He just kind of nods and heads back inside to start grabbing some more stuff. And if you guys need anything else,
No, that's about it.
all right.
I'd probably just mention to Torihito, like, we could probably take a stop over here and see
Monte.
oh, Jesus Christ. Monty, thank you. I almost said Ruffle again.
Everyone's
go
awful.
Go see
Well,
him
you
and see if, like, Torihito has any interest in getting some Swithril, see if we could get any of that.
Well, moving right along. Gambul, how's it going over in the store as you
So Gambul walks to the store and he immediately starts looking at the weapon racks.
all right.
That's really all he cares about in there.
Yeah.
So we're
you
going to the
gotta-
smithy then?
No, the store. The store sells weapons.
You gotta swing the door open, take a look around. Ah, here's a knife. Grogmar kind of steps over and looks at you like you're kind of funny in your head. That's a paper opener.
Wait,
A letter opener.
Paper opener.
I thought the store had weapons.
It does not have weapons.
Well then, fuck! I wouldn't be going there in the first
It
place.
calmly points you over towards the smithy in case you do need weapons.
I literally thought from the beginning. Whatever.
Good job.
As
Rewind
Okay.
time.
let's catch you up over time. As you're exiting the door, Jule kind of waves at you. Hi, Gambul.
Hey. That's I don't know. Don't even consider. I'm fucking. I feel stupid. I thought the store had weapons.
No, they had everything else.
You had a
but
gamble
weapons.
moment.
You had a Torihito moment.
Yeah, I had a Torihito. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
So as you guys are kind of
Wait,
sitting there like
this is my
discussing
house.
things behind the fucking craft shop, fucking Gamble comes walking over.
You know what? I got attacked by a living fireball. I don't need this shit.
There you go.
You guys just ain't lucky.
I just look
Okay.
over and see Gamble. Oh, hey, Gamble.
Hey.
Oh, buddy.
So, anyways,
There's a shapeshifted human staring at you.
I mean, I wouldn't really give Gamble a second
Gamble's
look.
just
It's
kinda
more
like-
hi.
looks at him, like furrowing his brows, like, huh? And
Yeah, I don't
just,
know
like,
what his deal
kind
is
of
either.
ignores it.
I don't know who it is either.
He doesn't even know it's Qeltrin. He's just, hi, and he moves on.
Yeah. At this
Seriously,
point,
why
Jake kind
bother?
of like comes back outside with like a bunch of more stuff to throw in the wheelbarrow. Kind of looks up at you. Oh, hey, how's it going, big guy? Pardon me. Just hucks whatever he has in his arms into the wheelbarrow. So what do you need?
Looking for big hammer.
Big hammer. He shoots a look at you. Looks down to the side of the wheelbarrow. His sledgehammer is sitting there.
When he looks back, Gambul points at that one and makes a like puts his hands together like you know when you're demonstrating the size of a fish.
Yeah.
So he does that,
This
and
big.
he makes it pretty
Bigger.
small, and then he points at himself and he moves his hands to the side, a bit bigger.
Oh. Well, shit. I would love to help you out with that, big guy, but I gotta give you the same answer I told Torihito over here. You might need to see me over at Southgate.
Alright, so I gotta look for big fuck off hammers in the big
Yes.
fuck off blacksmith store.
He actually kind of looks between you guys and goes, "Hey, you know what? I'll tell you what, guys." He pulls out another strip of paper, like in a pen. He kind of goes, "What are you guys looking for?"
Something to go in this, really.
Somebody to love.
Well, good thing Finn's not over here.
All right, Freddy. So he just
What
kind of
is
starts like scribbling down some sketches, notes, and that sort of thing for you, Torihito. He kind of like makes a note about like the shape of the like your old katana scabbard, everything like that. If that's the one you're going with.
No, the one on my back.
Oh, okay. All right. So he kind of takes a look and goes, that's a nice looking sheath you got there. Where'd you find that?"
Oh, places.
He kind of shoots a look at you and goes, "Yeah, all right." Fucking scribbles down a few more notes for that. He does add the
Places.
katana sheath to it as well, just in case. He goes, he might want to look forward to that. And he looks over at you, Gambul. Just goes, and we need a Warhammer. Nah, we need something bigger than that.
Fuck
Great
off, hammer.
Starts scribbling some more stuff down. He starts looking you over like, I assume you have your weapons on you at this point?
Yeah.
He starts like kind of like looking between stuff. It's like he's got a big axe, got a claymore, he's got the hell is that thing? He just kind of like jabs the fucking
The fun bar.
giant metal nunchuck.
Basically, with Gambul, it has to be big and it has to basically scream "fuck off."
Okay, big,
bigger,
and
better.
big, fuck off, screaming motif. Okay.
It's gonna have an angry dwarf head on it.
No,
I
don't want to go with the screaming face motif.
I have to imagine now someone puts one of his weapons up on display and there's someone with a wine glass walks up to him and is like, yes, the motif is very what's the word for it? Fuck off.
It's very loud.
The wine glass just shatters.
But
Just
before
by
he
looking at
before he finishes up with his sketches and shit,
Uh-huh.
I just kind of like pat him and like he looks up at me, and then I just make a 2 sign with my hand.
He wants to.
He looks at you and goes, "Really? It might take a little bit longer, but I'll try to put this in a good word with him." All right. He's scribble.
Then Gambul basically just lets him know, hey, I can pay for it.
Yeah,
Here's
so
a
he-
good picture. It's
See,
probably, it's a little low quality, but here's basically what I'm looking for.
Okay, no worries.
See,
Yeah.
I'm imagining like I'm just like hearing Gambul like talk about what he wants and stuff like that, while like the weapons he currently has on are just like clanging around. I'm like, how?
He's strong.
He
He'll
likes-
manage.
He likes big armaments. Fuck off.
I cannot lie.
He's not going to carry all of them at the same time. He's
I want
the fucking guy from One Piece who has the 3 swords.
I want to whisper to Kelsey, maybe he's compensating.
And Jacob just goes, okay, I'll put this in with them. I can't guarantee like immediate results, but we'll try to get you guys.
Gamble shoots you a look.
What? I didn't say anything.
And he goes, all right, and we'll discuss payment when all this stuff is getting finished.
I mean, I'd probably
Okay.
peek over because Gamble's not going to ask this and be like, "Would you be able to ballpark it?"
He spits a number at you guys with what Gamble wants would be a level 3 sort of deal, because he mentions it's a lot of metal they have to work with.
Right.
And plus, getting it with a knife, like, he adds in the fact that he wants this stuff to look good for you guys and not just be like the standard fare sort of shit.
Right.
And he goes, so, like, if you want it to look really nice and this and this and this, I can run it for you like at like 500 gold, and that's like a wealth level 3.
Cool.
We're spitballing numbers here. I apologize. Open legend.
Yeah, it's
yay.
fine. It's fine. I'd probably look at Gamble and I would probably like try to remember the money that we just got, and I'd be like, it should be fine.
Torihito, he looks to you and mentions that if you're looking for just kind of like a plain longsword to go with your fancy looking scabbard, it'd be a wealth level 2.
That's boring though. Need something to match it. Something to go with it.
A little bit more
think we-
style to it, huh?
Yeah.
He
Or
goes,
maybe make it magical? ?
fucking pen to tongue and starts scribbling down a few more things. Looks down at the scabbard, starts adding details to the sketch and everything like that.
I'd
goes-
probably try to peek over at some point, like, what's he doing?
Let's see, notched edges, this. What do you think? And he holds it out to you. It's a rather ornate looking sword for what you've got. He basically kind of points out that it would like match the quality of the hilt,
Nice.
or I'm sorry, the sheath. I apologize.
Scabbard.
I gotta be specific here.
Like,
It's all right. Well, that'll he does mention like in that case it would be a wealth level 3, same as him. And in the case of both of you guys, he would try to get at least for both of you, he would try to get them in as rush jobs as a favor. And but he does mention it to you, Gamble. A second one would take more time.
Right. That's fine.
All right. So he just kind of like takes a paper, folds it up neatly, sticks it into a shirt pocket, and goes, "I'll get this to the shop for you, boys."
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, well, I assume you guys would have to get signed up for the Coliseum and everything. Am I right?
yeah. I think Qeltrin here, but us too.
He kind of shoots a look over towards you, Qeltrin, and goes, "Yeah, I don't know if they've relaxed certain rules just yet."
Oh, trust me. I wouldn't want to be in that anyway.
No offense. Anywho, you boys take care. And he just kind of gives you all a little wave and kind of wanders off.
Although, I did have a thought, but
Did you want to stop him for something real quick?
no, not him. It'd be like, unfortunately, my primary stats are in energy. So if I need like a certain melee weapon, it would have to be a case of, well, time to go look for some Swithril.
No,
Alright.
just make yourself a sword that when you're wielding it allows you to that it gives you attribute substitution.
Off in the
Basically.
distance, Finn sneezes.
I mean, that's basically what I'd be going for. It'd just be a
I
sword that would be
could
able
lend
to.
you the Flynn bar if you think you can swing it.
He
No-
tries to
now
pick
the
it
Flynn
up.
bar
fails.
has like
Fuck.
Thor's hammer properties, where if anyone else tries to wield it, it just goes thunk.
This is, the Flynn bar is an attunement process.
I knew it.
With no, the sword idea I have, it's like how to properly put this. Be like Stormbreaker in terms of effects when you're actually like fully wielding the thing.
So you want to become He-Man?
No. Stop that.
Yeah, He-Man's more of
Jesus Christ.
game clear.
So Zephyr.
Yeah, that'd be its own special thing anyway.
No worries.
She has been sitting at the table for about 5 minutes and she's already got cabin fever.
Well, to remind you of the kind of folks that you can see around you, Graves is sitting near the fireplace. He's got somebody with him. You don't. I apologize. Joy is heading around, cleaning up the dishes and throwing them into box. Ruffles kind of making the rounds, counting cash and that sort of thing. There's not a whole lot going on in the breakfast room right now. Dealer's off in the corner. Again, solitaire, house of cards.
Everybody seems busy, so Zephyr's gonna look left. She's gonna look right.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna put her hood up.
Okay.
And she's gonna try her luck at least going out to the porch to see if anybody stops her.
All right.
When she puts her hood up, she's thinking, she's trying to make it look like the patrolman.
Okay.
Cloaks.
A nice, like, kind of rustic-looking blue.
Yeah, just kind of like.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be here?
Hood,
All right. Well,
pretty much.
roll me. Are you? I'm guessing you're trying to hide in plain sight.
Yes.
All right. You can roll me a deception or agility with advantage. 1.
Agility, advantage 1. Like, she's just like, I'm gonna try to go out to the porch, and if that works, she might try going somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
I think she made it out there.
Yeah, you made it out to the porch. No one's really giving you any heating of mind or anything like that as you look around. The gate watch is just kind of like strolling every here and there. The patrolmen are passing you by. They kind of give you a nod like you're one of them.
I nod back.
Over in the corner, you can just hear, "Hey, John."
Craig kind of turns to see where the voice came from.
It's Duskrin hanging out right on the wall of the tavern.
Oh. Where else would he be?
By the way, he rolled a 44.
Oh boy.
Hi, buddy.
It just goes. He just kind of like stands up and walks over. Look nice.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, he just kind of like turns and looks out towards like the crowd passing by. I don't think they'll notice.
I hope not. I don't know. I don't like being in places and feeling stuck there. I mean, I like the tavern, but fresh air is nice. You want to go for a walk with me? I'm just going to kind of go around town.
You gotta take a look over at Duskrin. He has his hood fully drawn up, like over his head, fucking almost Assassin's Creed style. There's a small bit of like smoky vapor rising from his cloak.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Where do you want to go?
Oh, I was just going to go across the way. A good friend of mine from Undertown, I think, is in town visiting her aunt. I was gonna go see and say hi. You're welcome to come with.
He kind of looks up just a bit. It is a bright fucking sunny day. And he just kind of looks back down to you and goes, sure.
Hey,
And he
is that doing something to you?
he kind of like looks down like side to side and just kind of goes, dark elves aren't exactly great in daylight.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did not know that.
He kind of points towards your cloak. He's got like this fucking heavy gloves on right now. And he just kind of goes, yours was, it looks like yours was tampered to actually withstand the sunlight. So that must be nice.
Here. She actually takes hers off. I'll be fine without it. I've got my glamour on. Here. And she passes it to him.
Duskrin shakes his head.
Are you
just like,
Are you sure? If it'll help you.
keep it on.
All right.
You gotta learn how to hide.
Are you gonna show me how?
Act natural.
All right.
Says the most standout person in the fucking room.
Yeah, this boy is wearing just fucking heavy, just cloak right over his head. But the way he just kind of looks left and right and goes, so I guess the store then?
Sure. If you're sure you're gonna be okay out there, it's pretty sunny.
And he looks over towards it and goes, as a porch, as He's gesturing to the awning.
All right. Well, I tell
And
you what.
before,
Let's make a game of this. Since we might want to get through here quickly, I'm going to count to 3, and we'll see who gets over there first. You want to race?
And he kind of looks at you and goes, "We might be noticed that way."
We're having fun. Besides, it's not like fun's illegal in this town.
No fun allowed sign.
It is if you're winning.
Roll me a persuasion.
Okay.
oh my god. And before, like, honestly, I'm just imagining like an in before, like he just starts sprinting across, screaming, just because
Okay.
like the sun, just like ah.
He kind of looks at you and goes, "Probably not a good idea."
Guys, I hate being wanted.
He goes,
You owe me a race, though.
he kind of like, you get the sense that he might be squinting at you from beneath his cowl, but he just kind of like turns and goes, "Come on."
All right, let's go.
And
Somebody-
you guys kind of
I'm
like,
fucking kidding.
he does set a brisk walk over towards the shop, and like, as soon as he gets over there, he like immediately ducks underneath the awning into the shade. His cloak stops smoking so much.
And Zephyr's kind of fanning the smoke away. Are
Just-
you sure you're okay?
He nods.
All right. Well, I guess we'll just go on into the Grogmar store.
He reaches over, grabs the door, opens it for you, just kind of like nods again, like, there you go.
Aw. A gentleman as well, I see. Goes on in.
You managed to enter inside the shop. At this point, you kind of like on your way over, you kind of noticed that Gambul had headed in, came back out, looked around, went to the craft shop on your way over.
She waves at she waves at Gamble, hoping he recognized her, but not quite sure if he did.
So yeah, you guys you do step inside the store. Nice little tingling of the bell. Grogmar is off at the fucking like counter. He's got some glasses on. He's keeping some books. It looks like. Hello, welcome to Grogmar's.
Hello, Grogmar. My name is John, and I was wondering if Amy's kid. I'm a friend of her niece's.
It just kind of goes, yeah, it's probably in the back.
All right. Cool. Nice meeting you.
And he just kind of like looks up and like he kind of gives you like this weird like look like likewise. Okay. Duskrin kind of just as this boy is staring at you, Duskrin just starts making a fucking alternate path past Grogmar to get back. Just like he'll never notice me.
Is there like any sweets or anything next
Sitting
to
so
the
incredibly
counter?
still.
Yeah, there's some candy along the way.
I grab a candy and try to nonchalantly pay for it and like pop it in my mouth as I walk to the back.
Nonchalantly pay for it.
Yeah, just be like, and I guess I'll get one of these just to be like, you don't enter a store without buying something.
Yeah,
It's
no.
bad form. So she enters the store, she buys a piece of candy and gives.
As you kind of pass by the counter, grab some candy, pop in your mouth, clink some coins on the thing. Without missing a fucking beat, Grogmar's hand goes thump onto the coins and scrape into the open till. Pleasure.
Was that necessary?
Absolutely. Yeah, you kind of head into the back where Eggy's kind of little tree hut thing is situated. Julia is out front. It looks like she's kind of like doing some laundry at the moment. She kind of looks over to you guys. Hi, do you need to see my auntie?
Oh, Julie's out there.
Yeah, Julia actually turns and addresses you guys.
I lift up the hood just a little bit and then let the glamour go away just enough so that she can see who it is. I told you I wouldn't look like me.
Oh, wow. No, you weren't kidding. Wow. Oh, hi.
Hi.
What have you been up to? Julia just kind of like fucking throws one last bit of clothing onto the line, kind of starts dusting her hand off. Duskwind has not joined you in the middle of the fucking sunlit backyard. He has found one shingle sticking out of the back of the store and is standing underneath it in the shade.
I look
Before it
back and
falls
I'm
on
like, you know what?
He's like a reverse cat.
Can we?
A vampire?
No,
Can we,
because cats always find the spot with sunlight.
Is it okay if we move this inside? My friend here isn't so good with the daylight and such.
She kind of looks over. Oh yeah, neither am I. Julie, I should mention at this point, Julie is wearing a big old wide-brimmed straw hat.
I was like, oh right, you're both. Sorry, I guess I'm a little.
Yeah, no,
oblivious
just
to that.
just a little bit of an allergy.
I'll be honest, I also completely forgot that she was a dark elf.
You kind of hear a little bit of a groan come from Duskgrin, just. He shovels his way back into like the backside of the fucking store. Julie kind of follows up after you guys. So, how are you guys doing here in Begengate?
I'm kind of limited to where I can go. I heard you were in town, and I was really kind of. Well, I got a little cabin fever over in the tavern, so I thought I'd come over and say hi.
Oh yeah, Eggy spoke with Grogmar, and they're talking about adding an expansion to the store so that I can do my thing.
Well, that's really exciting.
Yeah. So, yeah, hopefully, I'll be able to sell some neat little things. What have you been? I've already asked that. Oh, I'm sorry. So where are you guys headed next?
The fighting thing. The boys really want to do that.
The fighting thing.
Yeah, the Coliseum, I think.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's happening. I'm not sure if I'm going to be making it there, to be honest.
Oh, why not?
Well,
Is that your thing?
yeah, but Auntie says she might be sending me there. I have no idea.
Sending you there for what?
She says business expansion, getting people's attention. I don't know.
Well, I mean, if you need a ride, we're escorting Joy over. I'm sure we can find room for you on the caravan.
Oh, right. Yeah, sure. I'll see what Auntie has to say. Oh my God! Julie freaks out and kind of staggers back from you for just a brief second. She's staring at something behind you.
I slowly turn my head and look up.
There's a big old masked individual just in your personal space right at the moment.
Hello?
Seth.
I just put my glamour on as quickly as possible.
You hear this little gasping. Hello? Zephyr. Friend.
Hi, friend.
Yeah, you recognize a guy from the fucking magic shop back in Undertown.
Did he follow you here?
Oh no.
I don't know. He just kind of showed up.
Hi.
Where is this, by the way?
Hi. This is in the
this
back room of Grogmar's store.
The backyard here.
Oh, I should hang on.
Can I
my
s-
token over.
Can I see this from the park?
Not really, unfortunately. So yeah, just this guy is suddenly right behind you in your personal space. Even Duskgrin kind of turns around and goes, Jesus!
Well, I clap him on his shoulder. You know what? It's actually really good to see you again. How have you been?
Yes, good to see you, friend. I have something for you.
Oh, that's right. Didn't I leave something with you?
He reaches behind himself and pulls out. Remember how his shelf was set up with the giant empty glass display cases?
Uh-huh.
He pulls out a glass display case, and it's completely empty. And goes, reaches down, fucking unclasps the thing at the front, opens it up, and there's a little bit of a bright flash. And there's a little bracelet sitting there.
Oh, well, this is lovely. What's this?
For you,
Okay.
the band of the Backwatcher.
What's that? She reaches in and picks it up.
I made it. He clasps it shut for you.
I think you have an admirer.
I appreciate that.
He takes this big old glass thing, reaches behind himself, looks like he sits it somewhere, and then just brings his hands back and steeples his fingers.
Well, should I try it out here?
You can, if you want.
Well, of course I want to. You made it for me special. All right. She puts it on her wrist.
All right. You put it on your wrist. This thing fits very nicely around your wrist. It's not like too tight or too loose or anything like that. You can jangle it around if you want to, but when you think about it, it kind of like tightens up so it doesn't get in the way. It's actually really nice. This is definitely a magic item. But as you're sitting there kind of like playing with it, turning your hand over and over, you feel something tap on your shoulder.
Yes. I like lean over. Yes. Where the tapping's coming from.
Roll me your perception real quick.
Okay.
Oh my lord.
Do.
Oh,
Jesus.
I see whatever it is.
She sees me too.
You
Hi.
catch something moving out of the corner of your eye as you kind of go. You catch this movement as it starts heading for the other shoulder. Right as it taps at you on it, you look over. You're looking at your shadow.
That's fucking neat.
Oh my god, this is full Peter Pan.
And it lifts up a little hand like it's giggling, and it just gives you a nice little wave.
Oh. Oh, this is neat. Oh, this is really neat. She turns around and gives the keeper a big hug. Thank you so much.
The keeper kind of like sits there shocked for a brief second, getting hugged, then he just kind of like slowly, kind of gingerly gives you a nice little. It's like a familial hug sort of thing going on. He's just, thank you. Eventually, he does release you.
Yeah,
He doesn't let it linger too creepily, thankfully.
Yeah.
He just goes, breathe.
Even though everything else about him would say otherwise.
If you have any other magic items, please bring to me, and I will make more.
Head cracks through the fucking fence.
She,
I have something.
leaves it about you. You might actually enjoy this, and I haven't really thought of a way of using it yet. Here. She pulls out the useless box and hands it to him.
I don't think that's magic.
He picks up this useless box. And
I don't
stares it
know if
over,
it's magic or not, but
pokes the lever. Fucking cat's paw comes out, slaps it. Pokes it again. A little lizard's foot comes out and slaps it. Not very magical.
not very magical? Okay, I wasn't sure. Well, if I find more, I'll let you know.
I can hold on to it if you don't need.
Do you like it?
It's the button again. A fucking tentacle reaches out, slaps it. He kind of looks up at you like, eh.
I mean, if you like it, you can hang on to it if you'd like.
I will hold on to this for you. He just fucking reaches behind himself again and fucking, in one swift motion, his hand disappears behind his back. Like half second pause, it comes back over in front of him.
Okay. Well, it was a pleasure seeing you guys. I should probably get Jeskrin out of the sun, though.
Again, you are in the back room of
Oh, okay.
so shade.
Okay.
As he kind of like, you kind of turn back towards Jule.
Mm-hmm.
She goes, yeah, well, I mean, if you want to get some more drinks at any time, I mean, I guess I'm available.
Well, I mean, I'm going to be stuck over at the tavern for a day or two. Come on over at any point. I'll buy you the drink I owe you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe we can talk about this store you're about to open up. I came into some money if you need some startup.
Oh, it's no big deal. I have my own capital, but I appreciate the thought.
No worries. I guess I'll see you later.
She kind of
And I lean over to the keeper. I'm like, hey, I know it's not my place to say, but I look at the keeper. You two kind of worked well together before.
problem. When you looked over towards Jule to talk to her, you turned back. Keeper's gone.
Oh. Okay. Fine.
Never mind.
Never
It's just
mind.
like he was there one moment, you turn back, he's just gone.
Okay, well.
I'm just imagining Duskrin is now just like, wait, What?
I
No.
guess Jessica and I will head back over to the tavern before Ruffle decides to kill me for leaving it.
Yeah, Duskern manages to get you back, and he just you guys kind of settle in for the rest of the afternoon.
Mm-hmm. I offered to buy Jessica something cold to drink after being in the sun for that long, and thank him for accompanying me.
Yeah. Evening comes along for you guys. Dinner's being served. The bard has moved back in. Everyone's having a nice little time. At this point, as you guys are kind of sitting down having dinner together, Graves kind of wanders by, takes a look at you folks, and goes, "Oh, hey, there you bunch are."
Hello.
Have I met
I
him
guess we're
before?
all back in the tavern now. Is that what's happening?
Torihito, you have seen Graves before.
Okay.
I'll go ahead. I'll be back at the tavern too.
When you
we're going
guys
back
were
to Zephyr.
discussing what to do with Zephyr when she was in prison, Graves offered his
Oh, it's Graves who's saying hi.
Graves.
Sorry, I missed that. Hi, Graves.
Yes.
I'm probably going to continue talking with Amon until he tells me to piss off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no,
I'll
Amon's
miss
not
you.
telling you to piss off. You guys are shooting the shit well into the evening if that's the case. But he will accompany you towards the tavern in case you.
No, for the last time, I am not the one who poisoned the chickens.
Are you sure about that? I mean, you are very
Oops,
fascinated.
I'm very sure. You saw me.
Pressed the wrong button. Choo choo.
As Graves is kind of passing you guys by the dinner table, he just goes, "Excuse me, I do need to catch up with somebody real quick."
Prodigal son returns.
Wait, who is he?
Jesus Christ.
Did he just ask us for something, or?
He said he was going to get with you guys in just a second. He's talking to somebody real quick.
Oh, okay.
He steps over back towards this one table, like a little bit away from you guys, and sits down at it. He kind of plunks his shovel against the bench and fucking table combo, and just looks over to the person across from him. This person has now let down their hood. It looks like a young woman talking to him. Pointed ears. There is, however, a scrap of cloth going around her head, over where her eyes are.
Okay.
So he's just he's sitting there having a little bit of a conversation with him. You guys can kind of catch a little bit of a murmuring, but for the most part, it looks like they're trying to keep to themselves. As
I'm just gonna very casually kind of sit in the booth, kind of next to them, but like on the other side, and just pretend to be busying myself with like what's in my pockets and listening.
are you eavesdropping?
I'm eavesdropping.
Roll. Well, that's a perception if you
Okay.
would like to.
Imagine dragons.
That's 18.
All right. Yeah, from the sounds of it, you kind of like pick up on Graves' like usual tone and manage to filter out the usual hubbub and the fucking bard's nonsense over in the corner.
Mm.
And you can kind of hear I am sorry, like I've been telling you, I have no idea how to reverse this curse. Unfortunately, the ritual that you performed has been ages lost. I don't know how exactly to fix your predicament, but if you do need to lose the extra, I can attempt to help you with that. However, I must admit to you, it is quite as soul-wrenching to you as it would be to him. This young woman just kind of goes, I'm not sure if I want to do that then, but I appreciate you giving me your time. Very well. And if I will keep an eye out for information that might help you in this endeavor. It is, after all, my purview of knowledge. Thank you for your time, at least. My pleasure. Graves kind of stands up, grabs a shovel to help himself get up, and kind of starts waddling his way over towards the table with the rest of the guys. This woman kind of sits there looking like she's just a bit defeated. Right as someone plunks down right next to her, she goes, "Hey, you're my new friend. Have a drink." That's your sister.
Of course, that's my sister. Of course, I'm in a glamour, so, and that's a new power. So Torque would probably freak out. So I'm just gonna sit and listen a bit more.
Thank you. I kind of prefer wine. Torque reaches over, grabs the mug that she just put down in front of her, grabs a bottle out from fucking who knows where, and sets it down in front of her. That's good thing I got plenty. As Graves kind of like wanders over towards your the table with you boys, he kind of settles himself down. He takes a seat next to Qeltrin.
Hi.
So it's good to see that you're all alive, and I don't have to perform more work upon you all. He sets his shovel down and looks between you all. How is everything? And where's Zephyr?
I don't know. Hey,
Looks
you
over
should
at
meet our
someone
new
else.
friend. His name is John.
Her name is John.
I got a better one for you. Wise John. No context.
We've all seen the movie,
No, we
Yeah,
haven't.
except for Keaton.
Graves kind of looks between you guys and just goes, well, in any case, is she still alive? Because last I saw...
Can I overhear this?
Do what?
Can I overhear this?
Yeah,
Or
you're
am I
still
too
picking
close?
him up. Like, at this point...
I don't want him to worry, so I guess I'll let my sister handle whatever she's doing.
Yeah.
And I'll say hi to her later. And just kind of wander over and kind of tap his shoulder, be like, lead in, be like, don't worry. I think you'd know if I'd gone past, wouldn't you?
Although you might want to not get too close and friendly. I'm not known for having many friends around these parts. But please have a seat.
I wouldn't worry about that.
You guys kind of see like this weird little lopsided grin on his face as he reaches down towards his bag and pulls out like fucking journals, papers, a whole bunch of other stuff. So I've been to Deathens.
Really? I plop down, forget everything I'm supposed to be doing.
He looks between you all and goes, yes, and Kate, oh, that's right. I don't think you've heard. I had to help with the cleanup.
Clean up?
You left a lot of carcasses the last time you were there.
How do you know they're mine?
Stab wounds, a few punctures here and there. One of them was like a lot on fire.
One of them was cut in half.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
I
it.
mean,
I was about to say, was the fire
I
one
just-
me?
I had to stitch
Yes.
one back together. I had to de-stitch another big one. It was kind of a mess all over.
my
De-stitch.
apologies.
And he just kind of goes, then there was this one on a roof somewhere, and its guts were all out all over the place.
That's the one the thing I gave you was from.
He kind of nods and slips like a few papers over towards you guys. And he
Oh,
just
paper.
kind of just goes, and I did happen to find this.
Probably just, reach
Very
for it and
hard
try
to
to
read.
read it.
Unfortunately, he hands you this piece of paper. It is kind of, it looks like it's been through the fucking sewers, but it looks
That's
like
expected.
he's tried to clean it off as best he can, and try to, he sterilized it for you guys.
Thank you.
But he goes, in order to repay a little bit of the favor that you have all paid me, I did happen to find this. It does explain a little bit of what that thing was capable of. He shoots you a look, Zephyr.
Really? Well, I knew it wasn't anything good from what you'd said before.
No, blood magic is never good. Well, most of the time it's not good. Who am I to say, being the friendly neighborhood necromancer?
I like that. You should have that on a
Spider-Man.
sign somewhere.
Friendly neighborhood necromancer. I love it.
Yes. Because that's what you are.
Yeah. He just kind of shoots you all a little bit of a smile, and he goes, so where am I going to be cleaning up next, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, you mean where we've been before or where we're going?
Before, I have a feeling I might be following you guys for maybe quite a while. Any public slayings, murderings?
Nothing
Who do you
particularly
think we
public.
are?
Someone tried robbing you all, and you showed them what for? I expect
nothing
you
like
all
that.
are. I expect you all are adventurers and quite capable of killing.
Well, I mean, we don't plan; it just happens. I don't think
It's
I
just
don't
something
know.
that happens.
There weren't many bodies at this cemetery.
Well, he's
You
not
haven't
going
killed
there
anyone.
I know you're not going to say.
Hey.
However, we are heading to the Coliseum.
He reaches up and starts scratching at his like 5 o'clock shadow, his permanent 5 o'clock scrawny face shadow, and just kind of goes, "Study area. Oh, you folks were working with Muse then. I don't much take too kindly to their contracts, to be honest. Always something a little weird with their requests.
Oh, interesting.
For me to say something like that, I don't know. Just every once in a while, there's just some strange monster, but it's colored blue, or these inexplicable people have something happen to them. It's grisly, I would have to say.
Well, speaking of Grizzly, we had to deal with the whole little fun troop of doppelgangers.
Oh, those are
Oh,
fantastic.
no.
Do you know how long it takes for them to unshift after their death?
I don't really want to know. But
Quite a
do tell.
while.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, it's very disturbing when you raise them and suddenly, bam. Ah. He makes a very feigned, like, shocked face for a second there, and just kind of like looks over towards the rest of you guys. Qeltrin?
I'm like just skimming the paper that I was handed, and I'm like looking it over, and I'm just like, okay, I don't have a good feeling about this.
What's it say, Tucker?
Well, unfortunately, a lot of it is either torn or illegible.
Yeah.
But from what I'm able to like skim, it's like almost every few words is gone. So all I have is like 1 to 2 words, probably every couple sentences. But one part catches my eye. I see a line that says second reanimation, and then the next paragraph says truly dead, and then the word neck. Right there, I'm going to assume that to make sure that something is truly dead, it's going to need to be decapitated.
He kind of like looks between you to you all. He goes, from what I can guess, this has something to do with the knife.
Which I gave to you.
Yes.
Is that good and taken care of, or
It's been buried.
somewhere safe?
This could have been very bad within, I want to say the wrong hands, but quite honestly, with what I knew it got up to, any hands.
Really? Do you think it would have been bad if I had hung on to it?
Very much so.
Well, then I'm glad we met that day.
Yeah, in
Gotcha.
short, basically, it sounds like the thing is able to keep a hold of souls, from what I'm able to read.
Oh, that is nasty.
Like I see a few things. The only thing that mentions souls is living, killed, then soul, then kill again. Stab, unable to cut. Something about a wound. I don't like that thing.
He kind of nods and goes, I have seen this in action. It's not pretty.
Hmm.
Not at all.
What's your take on it then?
Hey, he kind of goes, my take.
Well, on like this paper more specifically.
Someone was looking at it. Someone was studying it. I don't know who. Because, to be quite honest, there are quite a few folks out there still collaborating, still connecting with the rest of society, everything like that.
Here's an interesting question. Can that knife be destroyed?
He kind of turns and looks at you for a brief second. If there is a way, I am searching for it.
We'll have to keep our ears out.
I mean, if it can condense enough energy, it'd probably blow the thing apart.
Yeah, he just kind of looks at you and goes,
Or you can
it
just
might
melt
take
it,
a little
but,
bit more than that.
Yeah,
But
I figured as much. It's probably protected
in the
by
meantime-
dark magics.
Yeah. In the meantime, once more, I do want to thank you all for your efforts in obtaining this item and handing it over. If you should ever need my assistance in the future, I will do my best so that you can rely on me.
Very well.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Are you thirsty? Do you want some tea or something?
I would love some tea. Thank you.
Alright, I'm gonna get up and go get him some tea. You guys continue talking.
So, are any of you strapping young men headed towards Southgate by any chance?
That'd be all of us.
I guess I'll be seeing you there eventually.
I mean, we're not going to be killing anyone there. That's against the
Oh
rules.
no, you'll all say that now. It just kind of gives you this
I just
very grim smile.
I just like smile a little bit and look over towards like Gambul and Torihito and Finn.
I'm not there.
Yeah, Finn's not there.
Which, by
Oh.
the way, after I get him tea, Zephyr's a little worried as to where the hell he's gone, so she might try to sneak out again.
Okay.
Problem, even if I do kill anyone, you wouldn't find anything left besides a red paste.
I just start laughing because it's true.
I imagine by this point I'm showing Amon how Gnarljack works.
Yeah,
Like no, it's a trap, right?
Torihito's statement
But it's
actually-
alive.
Torihito's statement actually for once flabbergasts Graves. As we cut over to Finn and Amon just going, oh, I see. This is quite the pet. Is it a
You know,
pet?
I swear I just found this thing in the labyrinth and then I gave it some meat and now it's following me around.
I mean, it's attached to your hip. It's not following you anywhere.
The following part is that it hasn't bitten my leg off yet.
Okay, fair enough.
Yes, but honestly, I would do something about the plating. You know, if
Yeah.
it were me.
I cleaned it off as best as I could. Do you think I should take it to the
yes,
I don't know if I should bring it to the smithy. I don't know how well that would go.
Oh, it does it not play well with others?
Not you. It needs better training. I don't know how to I don't know how to reprimand a bear trap. Do you hit it with do you hit it with a newspaper?
He just kind of goes, well, I certainly don't do that to my birds.
Well, yeah, your birds can't take my leg off in
Also,
one go.
It's a newspaper.
Oh, whatever. The fucking
Anyway.
the morning scroll. Whatever.
Jesus Christ.
That would be an excellent newspaper name.
It's the
There.
Morning Herald.
There. That's Finn's startup business idea when this is all over.
Also, a really
If he
good
survives.
euphemism for toilet paper.
The morning scroll.
Wow.
Genius.
Got right on
New
the
idea for
scroll.
new idea for phony.
Yeah, Zephyr, you managed to sneak up on Finn and Amon shooting the shit out here.
That's
Hello.
fine. Hey, John.
Oh, John. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yes, exactly like that.
All right. So, how are you this evening, John?
I'll just lean and be like, it's actually Zephyr. She's wearing that thing.
Oh.
The problem is he's gonna be mispronouncing
Yeah,
John the entire time.
John.
John. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. It's getting kind of dark, and I was just wondering where you might have gotten off to.
Nah, it's fine. I'll if no one came out to get me, I'd probably be talking with this guy until the wee hours of the morning.
That doesn't sound too bad, actually.
It isn't.
Well, I'm actually kind of glad I saw you, Amon. I know you have those birds, and well, there's a message I'd like to send out. I don't mind paying for it.
Oh, what are you needing to send, and who to?
There's this brothel owner in Undertown. I have some questions for her about some recent developments, and I just kind of like slide my cloak a little so you can see the new wings.
Everyone's just like, neat. Fucking undoes like a little tiny bit of parchment for you and like holds out some pen and ink. If you want to, or do you wish to dictate?
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna attempt to write this.
Oh boy. I'll peek over every so often to make sure she's got it.
Learning with advantage.
Okay, I guess I trust you. You can proofread.
All right, so Amon basically just starts scribbling some stuff down for you. What sort of message are you sending off?
Oh no, I don't know Amon that well yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm approving Fen to read over my shoulder.
Yeah, no, I like you know how I feel about her, but if she's the only one that can help you with that, then whatever.
Oh yes, that.
Please don't make this more awkward.
All right, so yeah, you guys managed to get like a nice little message written out between the two of you.
It's basically like, hey, there's been some new developments. You sure as hell didn't tell me about this part. Can you please explain?
All right.
Help.
All right.
Help.
The return address shall be to John.
Question mark?
Question mark.
John man.
Slippery John Human.
The fucking scroll just kind of goes whoop, back because it's like little receipt paper. Fucking ties it. He grabs a bird from like just off his shoulder, ties it to his leg, leans in, whispers something into it. Meanwhile, it's just fucking pigeon heading around like, cool, motherfucker. And then just releases. I do hope that one knows where it's going.
Me too. I kind of nodded and I was like, pleasure speaking with you again, Amon. I guess I'll leave you two alone.
All right.
I should probably get back to the tavern so no one else worries.
Yeah. Well, dinner kind of comes and goes. Unless you guys have super urgent business you need to do tonight, you do have another day coming up.
No, it's fine.
All right. Dinner kind of comes and goes. You guys have a nice little raucous time. There's more shenanigans that happen with the fucking bard, with silencing and fucking suddenly his lute is backwards, all sorts of other things, I assume.
Wait, backward in what sense?
Upside down, and also just...
I'm going to use my influence to put darkness over his sheet music so he can't hear what he's playing.
He defaults to rickrolling us.
If you guys want to fuck with the bard, roll me something. I don't know. Just collectively.
I'm happy to just watch this happen.
Ooh, I got an idea.
Roll my nose at him. Hang on, let me just...
And then explains to me what you guys are up to.
Nothing.
Torihito.
Yeah, suddenly while he's playing, his lute is flipped backwards. He's trying to strum on the back of the lute.
Bunk. What the fuck? He turns it back around. Bunk. What is happening?
Just slowly raise a gold coin.
Oh, I have something better. I'm going to change the music on the music sheet.
Can you influence music sheet?
It's a phantasm. It's 10 though. I just make it really hard to read.
And Gambul,
music
what
doesn't
are you
have
up to
resolve.
over
Hang on. Gambul loudly leads the tavern in a drinking song louder than the
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What do you
All
do
right,
with a drunken fighter?
Oh, actually, I have an idea. I might also use this fucking thing.
Fuck. All right.
What would I roll for that exactly?
What are you doing with this?
Basically, just trying to distract him with like this weird little smoke image that's just gonna float over to him.
Fucking yeah, no. Just smoke monsters appear and just fucking buffet him in the face. Like, isn't there like a no smoking policy in here? Just fucking Ruffle pulls a pipe out of his lips and goes, "No!" Puts it back in.
Why do we hate this bard so much?
Because he's a bard.
He even did.
Shitty bard.
It's Jack Stone.
No, it's not.
No.
It's Stack Joan.
Jack Stone is actually a good bard.
This is a boy with like black hair, kind of like a weird sort of like a soul patch.
So it's
That's why.
So it's
That's
Jack
why
Black?
soul patch. No.
You know
No.
what it sounds like? It sounds like Tulio from El Dorado.
Oh, no.
I don't know. Really,
Yeah, a
if
little
you,
bit like
no,
that,
really, if you just add a little bit more weight on the Tulio, you get Jack Black.
True shit.
Yeah. Alright, well, evening comes, evening goes. The doctors have done their rounds for you guys. More lethal damage is healed, by the way.
Oh, well then I'm all good.
Yeah.
I only have the one left. Yay, no more lethal damage. Time to go get more lethal damage.
Yeah, we got a deficit. We
No,
need to-
no.
You wake up and you wake up and bump your head. 2 lethal damage.
See, it's gonna be a turning point. Come the Coliseum arc, it's gonna be me, Gambul, and Finn taking all the lethal damage.
So still me.
Still you.
Yeah.
Breakfast is going
the
on
big
with
one.
you guys.
I think he took enough lethal damage for one lifetime.
I've had the most, yeah.
Fucking, as you guys are kind of like sitting down having breakfast, Phony is sitting there with you guys eating, stretching some stuff down like she does most mornings. Her hair is nice, bright orange this morning. She kind of looks over at you guys. Hey, Finn.
Yeah.
Arm blades. Yay, nay, yay, nay, yay, nay.
On the security thing.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
I mean, sure.
Cool. All right. She starts fucking scribbling things down.
Sargons.
Like, all right.
I mean,
Gambul yells over, "Arm hammer!"
Do you want to borrow mine for the blueprints?
She fucking, without even looking up from paper, she holds out her hand.
I hate having to whip it out in public.
Phrasing.
Do
So
you think he's trying to compensate for something?
leans over to Gamble. Probably.
Anyway, yeah, I'll,
So-
I'll unstrap it and hand it over.
Yeah, so she takes your nice little arm blade, puts it down in
That's
front of
what
her.
she
She starts
said?
scribbling some stuff down. She goes, "Oh, Qeltrin, I might need your help at some point."
Actually, I've already got an idea. I actually do have something. Where is it? Because this would actually help her. I'd probably let her skim through it, use it as a source material, so that way she could actually find a way of adding something to it.
how are you presenting this to her?
I'd probably just like hand the book over to her and be like, skim through this real quick.
She fucking like flips it open, finds a place, yes, puts that down like in the mass of her papers.
She can hold on to that as long as she needs. I just ask her to give it back to me at some point.
Yeah, no, she's just fucking like putting a bunch of stuff down and be like, "Oh, if anybody else has any suggestions." She just gives a smile and a shrug and just goes back to what she's
Is
doing.
there a way
Just
to make it happy? Like
I don't want a
this-
happy murder bot.
personality or whatever?
At this mention, Phony just kind of like stops and turns and looks up at
Is
you
that-
like,
Zephyr,
I mean,
Yeah.
sure.
No,
You-
that's not my
Zephyr-
name.
John,
I can
you
make
you saw the one in the labyrinth, right?
Yeah.
I feel like any attempt to make it happy would just come off really creepy.
True, but I meant more like, I don't know. I guess I mean more like a little bit more free will.
I think what you're aiming for is polite.
she kind of like goes, "Sure, I can make it happy."
I mean, I don't know.
It's a robot.
Getting constructs free will is how you get them to overthrow society.
Welcome to Skynet. Please sign here.
All right, whatever. I just. I
Phony's
don't
acting
know.
a little weird. Do you guys want to roll perception on that?
Okay, perception. I like to say, I mean, like, I just don't want it.
I see
I
nothing.
don't want to
Torihito sees
create
everything.
slaves, okay? I don't want I want a hand in creating slaves.
Yeah,
That's
you're
what I mean.
Okay. Fucking Torihito, you're for some reason you're just watching Phony just idly like, what the hell is going on? And she's like, "Yeah, sure, I can. I think I could do that." She reaches over towards her tool bag and like starts kind of closing the flaps, but you catch sight of the fact that the big ass fucking gem thing that she got from the Guardian is sitting in there.
Oh,
She just kind of like brushes the little flaps together, pats it real quick, and just goes, "Yeah, I can do that."
So you carry that with you everywhere?
Funny shoots a look over at you. Torihito just like, she is sweating bullets, and you're the
I
only one
imagine
who-
you say that while you're just like chewing on a piece of toast,
Yeah.
and you just stare at her, keep
I'll-
on chewing.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll pat Phony on the shoulder and be like, it's all right as long as you're not talking to it at night.
No, she shoots this look over at Torihito like you're the only one who's the one time you're paying attention. What the fuck?
You see, Torihito's social cues are just ass.
Just
Yes.
chewing on like a piece of bacon. I go,
Yes, just make it a thing. Nothing else. She
Oh,
goes
God.
back to her papers. But she shoots a look at you, Torihito, like, you.
How dare you be right?
No,
How
it's
dare you
just-
have eyes?
Yeah, no, Torihito, you got a sense that there's something way more going on with this thing. But yeah,
controlled.
yeah.
I mean, the amulet even. We already know that the amulet that the thing has basically associated with it is the control mechanism.
We really need to stop picking up things with souls.
We don't even know if it is a soul.
It's probably a soul.
Phony starts scooching away from you guys at the same table. Like, reaches back, grabs some of the papers, just trying to scoot things over. Like, I'll just be over here, minding my own business.
Justin,
Okay.
no.
Things, don't worry about it.
Justin, no.
Please
Gambul,
stop.
yes.
Alright, so breakfast kind of comes and goes. You guys are feeling nice and everything like that.
Mhm.
What do you guys want to do today?
I want to try and find my sister.
I was probably gonna go around with Zephyr and offer to help teach her more about her wings and stuff like that.
Actually, yes, a flying lesson would be great.
Yeah, if you guys
I'd
wanna-
go out of town.
I was gonna go and see Krevin.
Okay.
Aw, your little Robin.
Hey, let's have another round of rolling initiative for this.
Okay, bro. How about that?
Was that even English?
I'll go with Finn because I have nothing better
Thank
to
you,
do.
everybody. I just want to be. I want to thank
Ooh,
Jesus.
time. Oh,
Okay.
Jesus.
Wow.
Holy
Okay. Descending, and for our tiebreakers, if you guys, well, Qeltrin, what do you want to do today?
Qeltrin's going.
Oh,
with
yeah.
me,
I'm
right?
basically gonna be
Yeah.
helping Zephyr out.
Well,
Okay.
I wasn't gonna win.
So, okay, yeah, Zephyr, Qeltrin, you guys are able to shoot, like,
Sorry.
head on out to try to find Torque.
I kind of want her to be there when I'm testing the wings out anyway, just because it's nice to have sister time, goddammit, as well as quality time with my new friend.
Yeah, you guys kind of start asking around, like, okay, well, where the hell are we going to find, a giant tiefling lady or something along those lines? As you're passing by,
Actually, to be honest, we should look in the wine cellar.
Yeah.
Do you think I don't know where to find my own sister?
that's a good point. Yeah, you kinda,
First thing is I'm going to scan the room to see if she's in the room already drinking.
no, she's not in the main inn.
Just kick the door down. Come on, you lazy drunk. Not
Yeah,
actually.
you
just...
kind of descend the doors down to the cellar. Joy kind of leans over and shoots a look at you guys as you start heading down there.
I once again let the glamour go down just enough so where she can see my horns and maybe like a little bit of my eye and the birthmark and be like, I'm just going down to find Torque.
Oh, hey, yeah, no, she's down there.
Okay, cool.
All right, just let me know next time. Fucking just stands up, kind of walks off to the side. Yeah, you get downstairs. You manage to find Torque in the process of fucking refilling bottles of wine.
Is her back to me?
Yes.
I'm gonna sneak up and put my hands over her eyes like she did to me.
Roll an agility.
Yay.
She dodges you like Neo from the Matrix.
No, you get within a few steps of her. She finishes filling this wine bottle, sits down to the side, immediately turns, makes eye contact with you, smile on her face, and fucking charges and football tackles you.
I'm just watching this.
Onto the floor. Hey, sis! I was wondering where you went to. You are being crushed in her arms right
one
now.
of these days, you are going to break my ribs with that move.
Where have you been?
Around, trying to stay out of jail.
She lets go of you. She goes, "Oh yeah, I heard about the whole thing. By the way, nice wings. You grew them yourself, huh?"
Yeah, about that. I didn't know I could do that.
Well, I mean, I didn't know I could pound back a whole keg myself. What do you know? She
I'd
turns to look
actually
at you,
laugh.
Qeltrin. She kind of goes, "Hi."
Hi.
So, my friend Qeltrin has graciously offered to help me to learn how to use these things because they could be useful. I was wondering if you wanted to come with because I miss you and your face and would like to spend some time with you before I have to leave again. Also, thank you for staying put this time.
She looks over at you. I mean, it's fun here. But yeah, let's. I think we might want to go to the forest, guys.
Well, obviously.
She kind of, Qeltrin. She leans. She looks at you, gives like this very canny like little wink, as she reaches over, grabs Zephyr back into a hug and starts nugging her.
God damn it! God damn! I'm supposed to be the big sister. Stop it!
You'll never stop me.
Big is just a
have an
word.
extra bottle of wine to go, okay? Not that I actually have to tell you that.
Yeah, hold on. I'm filling it up. So she manages to get in like another fucking bottle of, like, at this point, she's gotten 3 bottles of wine together. And she's like, "So I made a new friend yesterday."
Oh yeah? Who is she? I guess we're talking while we're walking.
Oh, it was this nice lady. She kind of didn't talk a whole lot. She let me do a lot of talking. I like it when people listen to me. But,
Were you too drunk to notice I was there overhearing the conversation, or?
she kind of blinks and looks at you for a moment. "Oh, you were around?"
Yep. And I re-put the glamour back on fully. Yep. If you see this, you see me. This is also new, by the way.
Qeltrin, you watch as fucking you guys were heading outside to like head towards the forest and everything like that. Torque stops in her tracks, leans down towards Zephyr like eye to eye level, just to stare her back in this glamour face, and just goes, "This looks very punchable."
Please don't.
She goes, "Okay. I mean, no
Also-
promises, but okay."
Also, the name, she like gestures to her glamour. With this, is John.
John?
John?
"Okay, John."
Oh, shut your big face up. Let's go.
"Okie dokie, Jonathan." Just fucking just.
It's short for John Anna. Why do you not know how names work?
John
I don't. And you guys kind of head out towards the fucking forest to kind of shoot the shit. When you guys get there, Torque unbottles all the bits of wine. She offers a bottle to both of you and keeps one for herself.
I'll sip at it, but I'm not gonna get drunk.
Yeah, no worries. So, Qeltrin.
Flying
I
drunk is
take-
painful.
I take like a really big swig because she's nervous, even though it's not going to do anything.
Yeah. So, Qeltrin, what would you like to do with your pupil right now? How do you want to explain the situation to her?
In terms of a logical standpoint, I'd probably be like, okay, so basically you're gonna want to like actually stretch the wings out and learn how to fully control them before you even try to use them.
All right. I kind of take my cloak off and throw it like a wet towel at my sister.
Wow.
It like hits her in the face right as she was made chug, and the cloak just kind of droops down onto her ball. She shoots you a very annoyed look.
I don't even think she stopped drinking, did she?
No. Chug, chug, chug. Anywho, you guys.
All right. I stretch the wings out and just kind of give them a couple of flaps.
right.
I guess this isn't as weird as I thought.
Well, you've also had time to adjust to it. A little bit, anyway.
Yeah, a little bit.
And she goes, "All right, so when is she like, how do you do loop-de-loops? How do you do the barrel rolls and everything?"
I haven't even been able to get off the ground
I
yet.
don't even think she understands what a barrel roll is.
What is
It's an
barrel?
aileron roll.
She goes,
That's
"I
that
don't know."
dwarf from Undertown.
Okay.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah, so-
Basically, I just go through explaining, you need to be able to control your wings no matter what, because the second you fail to control them, you're probably going to just tilt one way and fall.
Can you? I mean, I never really paid attention to you flying. Can you just do like a circle and come back down so I kind of see what you're doing? Like, do you have to like get like hot air drops or something?
Okay, I'm just going to
no.
fact check real quick. Is Leonardo da Vinci a thing in this universe yet? I don't know.
She's guessing. She really has no idea.
But airdrops aren't even a thing you would probably understand.
True, should.
I'd basically just say, okay, and I'd just take to the air, fly around for a little bit, and then land.
Okay. I guess I have it. Should I give it a shot?
Might as well.
Alright.
Hold on. But just to make sure. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
It's somewhere.
Yeah, it's somewhere. The fuck is it? Oh wait, I don't have it on this character. Shit. In short, I was gonna cast resistance to like make it so, or not resistance, but something that would just like reduce fall damage.
Okay.
That would be nice.
Yeah, no worries about that. All right, so Zephyr, if you want to learn how to fly, as the Foo Fighters dude say, I need a learning and first off, I need a learning from you to see if you can parse Qeltrin's
I have
information.
nothing in learning, so this is never going to be good.
Boy, agility with disadvantage.
Okay. Just one?
Yeah, just disadvantage one.
I was paying attention, but apparently I got the wrong idea. Maybe I'll luck out. No. No. So she goes to jump and she makes like one or two flaps that are flailing, and then she just falls directly back on her ass. Okay, so that looked easier than it is.
I'd reach down and offer a hand. Yeah, it's gonna take some practice.
Okay.
I wonder.
So,
I can go get more wine. You just hear fucking Tort shout.
you can if you want. We might be here a while.
Yeah. So if you guys want to spend the afternoon learning how to fly,
yes.
yeah, we'll catch up with you guys later. Finn!
No,
This is what you up to, man?
go and find Krevin.
Krevin. He's you kind of ask around the patrolman. He's kind of standing watch near the Hunker House right now, and you actually notice him from afar. He's leaning on a staff at this moment. And he's just kind of like looking back and forth, but eventually he does kind of like spot you kind of walking over.
So are the patrolmen picking up sticks now?
I'm coming with because I have nothing better to do with my life.
No worries. Hey, Finn. Hey, Torihito. He just kind of like waves at both of you guys.
What's up with the stick?
It's for support. My leg isn't fully healed. They
Still?
say. Well, you know, it's out of the cast and everything like that, but doctor said it might be a good idea to like have something I can lean on. I mean, my leg feels fine, and plus I can like, you know, use this for hitting things. He just kind of like,
What kind of things?
I'm just wondering how much they've been working on it because I exploded.
Yeah, you also had me.
yeah, he just kind of goes, oh, well, you know, bugbears or, you know, like. While he's talking with you guys, he's idly fucking spinning the staff in his fingers.
Are you sure that's just for support, Krevin?
No, I never said it was just for support. Just as he mentions this, he kind of like stops it in his fingers and like stamps it back into the dirt next to him.
All right, where'd you learn to do that?
I've been learning.
You can't hold out on this. You can't hold out on me, man. I want to learn to do that.
I mean, I've been practicing. I just thought, you know, would it be cool if I just it fucking like strikes at the air right next to him with a staff. Just, you know, I guess it's an option or anything like that. I've been practicing at night. Well,
Can I step out of character for a second there, Josh?
Yeah, sure.
Why are you making him literally Robin?
He's the Batman. He's the Robin to your Batman.
Just why?
Yeah.
Are you not enjoying the fact that you have a little Robin?
I
Are you
don't
not
know.
entertained?
You have an apprentice.
My first thought was Nightwing, but same thing.
His parents are
Whatever.
dead. Do you want to adopt him? He came from the circus.
Please stop.
Okay.
My parents are dead.
He just kind of looks over to you guys and goes, I don't know. I mean, there was that one time someone, like, I almost got jumped and managed to thwack him over the head real good. So I figured, I could
You
use
almost
something
got
with reach.
jumped.
So you're teaching yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not the best teacher, but, just, this might work.
Come to the training yard with me.
Okay. Just fucking comes with you towards the backyard of the Hunker House where there's dummies and a few guys milling about. There's a couple of Gatewatch boys kind of giving you guys a side eye as you kind of come around the back.
Yeah, I'll point him at a dummy and be like, show me what you have.
All right, and he just kind of okay, just fucking takes to it. Let's see, how does it do? Yeah, no, he fucking just brings the staff around real quick and strikes it on top of the head. There's a good old audible thump as this thing. The back support, like, the piece of wood going through the sack bodies going up to the head kind of cracks at the back of it.
All right, let's stop.
I'm sorry. That just descended.
What were you saying, Josh?
He basically brought the staff down on the dummy quite good enough that it cracked the back of, like, the neck part of the stick. He goes,
Wow.
Okay, that might have been a little too hard. I think Sheriff's gonna be pissed.
I walk up to him and I'll take the I'll like just kind of run my finger along the staff. I was like, if you went to the smithy, you had some studs installed on this would be a legitimate weapon.
I mean, you can
Fucking-
probably crack someone's skull with that thing.
Oh, absolutely. But a little bit of metal never hurt anyone.
I'm pretty sure it hurt a lot of people.
Be quiet, non-existent Qeltrin.
Quiet voice in my head.
Shut up, Boris Swelling Dragon! Yeah, he just kind of like looks at you, Finn, like, huh, that could be a good idea. Just kind of just starts muttering to himself a little bit.
I'm not sure about this country, but where I come from, there are people who use these kind of weapons a lot.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Hey,
Different sorts of monks.
Kraven just kind of like looks at you to where you're like, go on.
They train in the use of simple weapons or even no weapons. And
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
We learned unarmed back at home, although that was more for quick takedowns or violently snapping limbs for torture. The usual.
they put a certain energy into it, though. That I can't quite explain.
Yeah, we didn't do that.
Huh.
Instant transmission.
I don't think I could do that, but I mean, I'll if you guys think I'm okay with this, I'll give it a shot.
I stare at Torihito, like, for
Or do you-
one, would you be able to teach
Oh,
someone?
no,
to do
not me.
that?
No, God, no.
Okay. Do you know where we could find someone to do that?
I mean, if you want to take, like, a couple months' journey by sea, maybe.
Ugh.
Maybe
My
maybe once we've got all of
family's-
our personal affairs done with.
Kraven kind of looks at you. He's like, yeah, my family's kind of here. I kind of can't abandon them.
Well, people from my land tend to travel a lot, so maybe you'll find
Maybe we'll
someone
run
on
it.
your own.
Huh.
Didn't we meet that one guy out in the forest?
Yeah, he kind of rubbed me the wrong way, though. They all did, honestly.
Yeah. Remember, I wanted to kill him.
Guys,
Be quiet, non-existent Gambul.
guy in the forest. He's looking between you guys like, yeah, so you guys had to leave like really quickly that night. What have you guys been up to?
Killed
Jobs.
some stuff, saved some people, the usual.
we went to Undertown and traversed the most annoying labyrinth in the world.
Oh, cool.
We had to kill ourselves.
You've got to stop saying that with context.
Again, another flabbergasted person just what?
Doppelgangers, kind of.
Shadow
No.
thing. They weren't doppelgangers, otherwise we
No,
would
we
probably
even
did
know
that.
we met the doppelgangers after that.
No, we're talking about. Well, I'm not there, but the labyrinth thing. Remember? The
Yeah.
mirrors?
That's what they're talking
Yeah,
That's
about.
what
know.
we're talking about.
Oh,
Just
okay,
doppelgangers
I
was
thought-
not the right word to use.
You guys are going back and forth like no, the doppelgangers were after. Croninus pulled up like a little notepad. It's going over.
Don't write that down.
Just-
Technically
oh, man.
confidential.
Jacuzzi
No,
style.
he like waves at you like, no, I'm not gonna say anything about this to anybody. Fuck. So yeah, basically, you guys kind of sit there for a while, expunging like story to this fawn-eyed boy, just looking
Adventure.
upon his heroes. So Gambul, how you doing over there, man?
You know, I don't know what I'm doing.
Drinking.
Having a good time in the
I
tavern?
think I'm just hanging out, not drinking heavily, but just
You're day drinking. You're just
Yeah, just
casually day
casually.
drinking.
Even buzz.
Just kind of enjoying your
hanging
time.
out.
Learning
Yeah.
how to enjoy.
You know, every so often you're just like, hey, let me show you trick, and then you grab your drink, and because you get your cold aura, you chill your drink instantly, and it's like, yeah.
Well, I can't control it. It's just things are cold around me anyways.
Your drinks
Yeah,
are always
yeah, but
cold
we-
then. It's great.
Well, yeah, that's why
It
it
is
gets
great.
cold when you touch it.
A Joy actually stops by you, Gambul, and
Mhm.
she's just like, "Hey, just so you're aware, you're kind of driving a lot of people over to the fireplace," and then they keep complaining about the weather. I think it has something to do with you because they keep coming from over here to over there.
Gamble just looks confused. He just looks at her. No idea what you're talking about.
She just kind of goes, "You know what? I don't either." Takes a drink from her tray, sets it in front of you. Here, wanted to get you a refill.
Thanks.
She kind of like looks left and right. Everyone's kind of like busy doing their own thing in the tavern. She kind of just sits down in front of you. She goes, "So, what have you guys been up to?"
Oh, went to Cave City, went through maze, saved. I don't even know what he would call the fucking
People.
studiary.
Researchers, magicians, scientists, people, whatever.
Magic
save,
people.
Save
You
science
weird
people.
The
motherfuckers.
GM has not made an official title for them. I apologize.
Call them researchers.
Wow. Wait, so you guys went to the Madlands then?
Yeah.
How crazy was that? I mean, I've never been, so I'm kind of terrified just stepping outside of the inn.
Gamble
So-
tells this big, exorbitant story with a bunch of exaggerations about the leopard snakes.
And then Gambul lifted entire building off ground.
And suplexed it, killing everyone inside.
But not
Gamble-
friends though. They are alive.
Gamble completely lies. He's like, "What's funny?" He pulls out the jar of griffin grease, threw this jar at feet of.
Roll me.
It went tumbling.
But it came back!
Back later.
He completely lied that he killed it that way.
It
Oh my
boomerang grease.
Roll me your best social stat with like advantage 2 or 3.
All right, taking it to advantage 3.
Joy.
Talking simple
Joy-
helps. Wow.
Joy is hanging off of your every word. Every single time you fucking throw your arms open, and then this fucking thing happened. She's laughing at your jokes.
But
She's-
everything is exaggerated. Like he barely you don't even recognize the story anymore. Like
Yeah, no.
he's talking about this big fuck off fireball that like engulfs the entire room. Is this little one in the hallway.
But then he punched it and it exploded and it was fireworks.
She's just sitting there like,
The fucking
Wow.
mage hands are become Master Hand from Smash Brothers. Which we joked about that anyways, but you know, this time they're even bigger.
They're all master hand and some crazy hand.
I'm just imagining we'll end up coming back. Joy's gonna talk about all this, and we'll be like, "The fuck are you on about?"
Joy. Yeah,
Or,
no.
Oh, and important
or
note.
funnier, we just agree.
Important note: Gambul is the hero in all of this.
Of course
You
he
four are just there. You're not even worth mentioning. Gambul saved everybody.
Gambul was wearing cape, but then Fireball burned it off.
Joy has
Zephyr died
latched.
when she got punched by the giant fucking hand.
But Gambul, with his big muscles, revived her.
Like,
First-
flexing.
But first, Gambul looked at his hair. First, Gambul
Just-
rubbed the griffin grease on his pecs.
Justin.
Okay.
He does your Gamble just does the fucking taunt
Boom.
and that's the
Bang.
flex
This
taunt.
is the
Firepower.
Saturday morning
Okay,
cartoon version of what
I
happened.
need to elaborate upon this. Joy sits down and goes, so what have you guys been up to? Gamble takes a drink and goes, let me think. So there it was! Hours later, and then this crazy motherfucker shows up. Joy has like latched onto his every word as he goes on. Doppelgangers
There's-
flying left and
There's
right.
patrons around the bar getting pissed because they haven't gotten refills in like an hour.
Yeah, but Box is trying to fill in for her. There's references to the fact that a giant spider monster came at him and cleaved it in two. Fucking all sorts of other ungodly things have been happening. In the fucking corner, you just see this bar just scribbling some shit down. And go, oh man, this is some good shit.
This is the good shit.
So we're gonna hear it not from Gamble, not from Joy, the bard of this extraordinary tale.
Like you're all gonna be ready to mess with him, but then he name drops someone and he's like, wait, what?
No. I feel like it's gonna be something like some patron gets up to come complain to Joy, like, "Hey, bitch, where's my refill?" And then like they listen to the story a little bit, and they're like, "Oh, hold on." They pull up a chair, and eventually
Yeah, no.
just the entire bar is just a full talking circle with Gambul telling the story.
So, evening comes along. You guys managed to get back to the tavern. It has kind of been filling up.
Did I fly at all?
You roll me real quickly a learning and an agility, both with advantage.
Can I do logic instead of learning? I've got nothing in my
Yes, logic. Actually,
Okay.
logic's a good one.
With an advantage in both. Well, let's start with this.
Because Qeltrin is doing his damnedest to teach you.
He's
I
doing
assume.
such a good job, and I might actually keep taking lessons from him on this.
Probably a good idea.
Start a flying school.
No,
hmm.
I'm still like a little weird on this.
Yeah, but give me your agility real quick. Finn, Torihito, you guys kind of come back. Crevin's been tailing you guys. It looks like he's kind of like, all right, well, I just got off my shift. I want to hang out.
Funny
with you
thing
guys."
is, we told him the story now.
Yeah, no, we've told him like the real story, very very regular of what happened. Like, oh yeah, this happened, and we met this other party. The dwarf was cool after a while. He did have rocket armor, which was neat.
Yeah, Zephyr, you managed to get like a little bit of air time, but you've managed to be like maybe 15 feet off the ground at most. You're kind of a little unworried about this whole thing still, but you're getting it. It's just going to take you a little bit more time.
I guess we're
Soon
gonna
you will
figure
fly
out
like
a lot
bird.
more there, Qeltrin.
Nothing wrong with that.
You guys managed to get up to the fucking back of the tavern as Gambul is just going, this giant bug leapt itself out of this icy enclosure and fucking flung itself towards me, and I grabbed it by its mandibles.
Gamble.
Is Gamble gonna tell a story of how he killed the Hydra next?
No, he's going on about the remoras. This fucking the weird bug thing in the ice environment that you guys couldn't see just plainly.
Gamble.
Oh, so this is like just plain shit that didn't even happen.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
You know what? Sure, why not? I'll roll with it.
However, it's along the lines that everyone's just kind of like, wow.
I don't think any of us telling him any different is going to help.
No.
One of the big problems is like no one can like go against your claims except your other party members.
None of them were here.
Ruffles kind of sitting there like staring at you guys like, I'll work the kitchen. Just
Thank
letting
you.
Joy have her time off to hang with
You know
guys.
what? No. While this is going on, I'll ring the bell of the unseen servant.
All right. You feel
That's
a presence
finally getting used.
next to you.
Assuming that it's probably worked, is like, I'll go help Ruffle.
I'm Mr. Unseen Servant. Look at me. Yeah, no. This thing kind of goes into the back and
You might want to
doing
warn
dishes
Ruffle.
and- Yeah.
That'll be fine.
You hear, ah, God, fucking a plate shatters. About 5 people you weren't paying attention to beforehand rush towards the back room. Yeah, I'll be fine.
Yeah, I'll be fine. Anyway, sit down near in this crowd of people listening to Gambul.
Duskgrin kind of joins you guys after a moment there, just kind of like looking at everything going on, like, so this is what you guys have been going up to.
I guess.
Okay, so who's gonna be scolding Gambul? Me or you, Finn?
Gambul finally gets to the part with the rust monsters, and you know how we totally like picked one up and like threw it through like 3 others,
Are you gonna ping pong them?
punching holes in their chests.
Gamble, it wasn't a sport.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be
We're all
standing
trying
like
get
next to
you
Finn.
guys.
No. Let him
no,
finish.
I'm
Let him
just-
finish.
All right.
No, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna be standing behind him, just like arms crossed, tapping my fingers like I'm
And
gonna
then
no,
he
that-
do
totally,
something to you.
then he totally took this crystal, right, which needed the power of the satellite dish. But like, oh, you know, it was so hard to get in there. You had to like fight through this immense pain and pressure to get the crystal into the power source to fight.
I'm gonna go help out in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And
No
finally
worries.
he gets it in there and he saves the Madlands.
Gamble.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna dope slap him on the back of the head.
I'm gonna join in on that.
You kind of hear someone like towards the front, just like, that sounds a little far fetched.
It is.
A little.
Like the whole crowd starts booing and hissing towards
No,
the guys that it was bad, and then just like.
No, you guys just kind of hear one person say this, not like to get everyone's attention, just as a matter of fact, they're like,
Sounds like a
No.
load of barnacles.
That sounds unlikely.
that sounds unlikely to me. Just one guy towards the
Yeah, well,
entrance of this place.
You go to the Madlands, then.
Unless
Dude.
Are you just taking my side?
Hey, yeah, Torihito, you kind of shoot a look at this guy. He shoots a look back at you. Roll me a will, or yeah, roll me a will real quick.
Will Smith, Will. Oh Jesus.
Yeah, you kind of looking like to try to back up Gamble's claim. There's a bit of a problem. This guy is kind of like exuding a little bit of a like fire from his eyes as he looks back towards you.
What is it?
Just
an
like-
asshole?
No, honestly, that does sound a little bit far-fetched. Hey, Torihito, this guy looks really, 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 really familiar. A moment sitting there just going, what do you want, buddy? That's our Jinyu.
Oh shit.
Well, that's easy.
Just kind of like looking over at Gamble like, he looks back over towards you, Torihito. Are you sure he did that?
I'm gonna quickly lean into Gamble and say, okay, wrap it up now.
Alright,
Hey, buddy.
Gambul finishes up. I mean, he kind of ran out of material anyway.
Yeah,
And then I punched him out in instant.
And-
And then I gathered everyone up in my arms, and with one mighty leap, we came back to Begin's Gate.
And that's the tale of Gamble and the Seekers. And the
Gamble and the
Seekers.
Pussycats.
Gamble and friends.
Because in the story, we're all cats, not just Torihito.
Yeah, so Torihito, you're kind of taken aback by the fact that there's a dragon in the doorway of this place. Not a dragon, but like
We know it's a dragon.
this man, and you know he's a dragon, and he's here.
Oh, hey.
What's up?
I don't know.
Yeah, no,
I'm
with your-
imagining you said that as awkwardly.
I
Just,
grabbed a apron and now I'm helping serve.
Yeah, no, with your will save, you managed to just basically kind of go, yeah, what would you know? Oh, hi. Just he kind of gives you a slight little nod and just kind of steps inside. He's kind of flanked. Right next to him is Priscilla and a small baby Ewan in her arms. As he kind of like turns and looks you and your other party members up and down. He doesn't see Zephyr, but he's just kind of like eyeballing you guys for a brief moment, like, I wonder what. So he goes, So what other strange and wild tales have you guys been up to lately?
I wrestled
Well,
the
we
sweatiest
should
dwarf in the
probably
world.
tell you upstairs.
Let's drink.
Yes! Let us drink. One of your finest alcohol, please.
Oh no!
Can I just clap him on the shoulder and be like,
Did he order that to me?
Yes.
I'll clap him on the shoulder and be like, I'll tell you how to conduct yourself upstairs, man.
One of your finest beverage, please. For myself and my comrades. And how much is a drink here?
I'll pay for it. Don't worry.
Zephyr's just gonna go to the back and grab a drink. She's just like, I'll settle it with
Around.
with him later.
Yeah. Yeah, so this crowd just kind of starts dispersing as the bar is fucking maddeningly fucking writing down goddamn sheets of music paper.
God, are we gonna hear the song about this later?
Who knows? As Virginia kind of sits down next to you guys, places his staff against the table, and just kind of like makes sure that Priscilla has herself a little seat next to him and that the baby's fine, everything like that. He sits down, takes a look between you all, looks up towards the rest of the establishment. Nice place.
I'm just like sitting at the table like, oh great, now what am I gonna get yelled at for?
It's basically most of our homes away from home.
Basically.
So this is where you've all started.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
As a meaning of saying, or something along those lines.
We get it.
Priscilla kind of just pats him on the shoulder. He's a little flustered right now. He had to deal with a very irate carriage house owner.
So I guess
That
farmer.
guy's an asshole. She like sets
Just-
down the drinks and sits next to him.
See,
So I
I'm
guess-
just thinking
I'm
about.
assuming
I'm,
you can see through this. I don't know how dragons work, but I know my magic isn't that strong.
Well, now that you've raised attention to it, fucking Arginu shoots a look over at you. His eyes burn a nice, fierce, bright red.
By the way, I've been meaning to tell you about something.
He just kind of looks between you all. Why? He gestures towards Zephyr like, why are you
I
looking
kind
like
of
this?
like set his hand down with my hand very, very gently. You're like, I'm not supposed to be here. My name is John.
John.
And that's all you need to know at the moment. I will fill you in later, I promise. Also, baby.
Yeah,
Nice little baby.
Priscilla offers you the small child.
So I was like,
kinda-
yes, please, I need a break.
Yeah, like Ewan's it's in the middle of sleep right now as Joy has finally gotten up after the story has ended and brings some food back. She does kind of sit next, like hover around Gambul for a bit, sits next to him, just to be like, just kind of like listening in on the conversation going on for some reason. Arjuna does shoot her a look, however, just right. So, I'm glad to see you all had fun at the study area. I believe you said it was.
Yeah. Come to think of it,
Fun.
we ran into another party. They went by the Dragon Heroes.
Fucking Arginu's head and neck just kind of literally audibly snap over in your
You see,
direction.
and at the sound of all this, my head just like goes
They
thunk.
had a drake. They had a drake. That's why they called themselves that. They had a drake in a bag.
His head snaps back to you. It just
Seriously,
My
dude, stop
head
doing
is
that.
just,
Terrifying.
my head is just on the table. Like, why do we have to do this
His name
now?
is Hubert.
there is a very low grumble, a very low draconic grumble that accompanies his next words. Oh, are they?
Yeah, they're super nice.
And very clueless. You don't need to bother with them, I promise.
The point I'm trying to get across is, short of you doing the thing in the middle of a large crowd, our name could have passed off as anything, and you could pass off as just a regular magic man.
Seriously, popping noises, everything. Why?
I don't know. Why do you make things
Um,
explode?
I don't know.
Joy, I'm gonna hand the baby back to Priscilla. This little one's probably going to need a crib and stuff. They're going to be staying here. You're staying here for the night, right? I kind of like lean over to Priscilla. Safest place, safest place, safest place.
Yes, we would like a room for the night. We are trying to join up with the caravan tomorrow.
Cool. I'm gonna cover the room, and Joy and I, I'm just trying to get Joy away from the table, are gonna go find a nice crib for this little one, okay?
Oh yeah, yes, absolutely. Let's go see what I can whip up for you.
So I'm gonna
Joy
go-
hops up with you. There's like no persuasion needed. She's like, yeah, no, that's my sorry. I apologize.
Right.
She looks incredibly flustered at this point.
I'm actually gonna kind of grin and be like, "Huh? You liked Gambul story?"
It was fun. It was
Yeah.
fun. She just kind of like walks off with you towards the back. Our junior kind of like lowers his voice. I apologize, but again, I do have to watch my back. I appreciate you wanting to pay tribute in some way or fashion, but I would rather you not.
Okay.
Got it.
As again, I am quite possibly the last of my kind, and if I can keep it myself as secret as possible, that would be just fine. And she just kind of like looks over towards Priscilla. She just looks at him like, "What? I'm not gonna say anything."
So I guess Farmer Joe has stayed
Yeah.
behind then?
In any case, yes, she kind of goes, yes, I asked my father if he wouldn't mind if I took Ewan down to the festival this year.
Oh.
He's-
Yeah.
We wanted to see the sights, and I hardly ever did get a chance to go down there myself, so I brought up the idea that perhaps I could have someone escort me. And who better to do that than to have a friendly...
For a second, I thought she was.
She gestures over towards Arginyu.
For a second, I thought she was going to say, "What better than a fucking dragon?"
Just a friendly neighbor to accommodate one down towards the festival in case something were to go awry.
Yeah, makes sense.
He kind of leans back and looks at you all and goes, "So how about them sport?" He fucking reaches back and like brings up a bag from his like a sash tied around his waist. And he just kind of like looks back and forth. I also want to thank you all, actually.
For what?
He fucking reaches to the sack, unbuckles it, pulls out the giant sapphire that Zephyr happened to hand to him,
Oh, neat.
and places it upon the table. Qeltrin, you actually kind of hear a very familiar voice float its way out of this gem.
I immediately just start like leaning forward, like, wait a minute.
A familiar face. The marked one. Ah, and there's another marked one over here. I don't recall him, though. Yes, from what I can understand, he went a separate direction. I see. And a couple of others as well. Are you sure they can be trusted with this? Well, if I can't trust them, then... He fucking flashes a quick smile at you guys. It is full of razor-sharp teeth. For a quick second there.
I'm at this point, it's just become a normal thing. I'm not even phased. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, Finn's already exploded. He's fine.
Yeah, Qeltrin, you recognize this voice. This sounds an awful lot like the deceased dragon that you met back in the
Yeah,
lab.
like I was just gonna be like, wait, how are you able to communicate with us? I thought you were gone for good.
My spirit lingered. When you left, I had barely any life left in me. And then he came and found me. I don't know how, but he placed me within this receptacle. Now I exist in this. Yeah, so long story short, I found her and put her in the big glory rock.
At this point,
I-
Zephyrus comes
That is
back
the
with key
least
and set it
descriptive
down in front
way
of him,
ever.
and she kind of sees the stone and be like, "Oh, cool, you hung on to it."
I
Yeah,
I have a lot. You have no idea how much I'm restraining myself to keep from asking whether you go to the bathroom.
It's a
Alright, what the
spirit,
fuck?
so no. So let's just not ask that question, shall we?
Yeah, this voice is actually reaching even Torihito and Gambul this entire time. It's been reaching out to you guys as well, because it's like, oh hey, there's people like right here.
Might as
We're
well
talking
let them
about
in on it.
Zephyr's looking around, kind of confused, looks down. What?
Oh, hello. Like you hear Ipayet just kind of like greet you as you kind of lean over.
She like her glamour almost like because of the shock almost comes off, but she gets back in her own head, and then she kind of like leans down. Like if she leans in, then maybe Ipayet might hear her better. Oh my god! Oh, you're okay. Well, in a matter of speaking.
Yes, and it's good to see that you are all okay as well, albeit far better than I am.
Are you having a good time with our Jinyu here?
I am more whole. I don't have so much of a feeling of weakness now.
Whole is good.
Yeah, so I figured even if I die or something along those lines, at least I have this kind of spirit kind of tucked around here. Archidio keeps looking back and forth every once in a while, like, all right, you guys tell me, what's the deal with this Coliseum?
Oh,
Archidio,
Where
please.
is-
You guys, he gestures to all of you guys.
It's
It-
a
It's a
sports festival.
Coliseum.
it's just a big fighting tournament.
Huh. He just kind of like looks at you guys and goes, and I've told you, Arjinu, but maybe they know something.
I don't follow what you mean by and. We're going to go there, compete, have a good time, possibly gain some notoriety so that we can be let into Claimhold.
Yeah, you kind of hear Duskrin kind of cough over your shoulder. There's also like games and crafts and a bunch
You know,
of
there's
I'll get a new sword.
you know stuff for the fucking spectators to do.
Oh, is that what we are? Fucking spectators.
Yeah,
Yes,
because
that is the definition of what you will be doing.
I mean, unless you want to fight, but
Well, in any case, I was attempting to purchase transits upon the caravan I've heard that leaves tomorrow. I'm vastly interested. I've heard this draws people from quite a few places around this continent. I'm very, very interested in this.
Were you hoping to see another disguised person?
Arjinu kind of turns and looks at you. There's a very big, big grin on his face. I sure
mean,
hope so.
You can come with us.
Actually, yeah.
I don't see why not.
I look over at Duskrin. Do you think there's room for one more, even with Jule?
He just kind of sniffs at this point. As he starts to pull up the paper out of his cloak, you actually hear, "What about me?" Juliet just fucking kind of pops up next to you guys.
Oh
Hi.
shit!
Oh hey, John, how's it going? Hey guys.
I'm good. I'm just talking to my good friend here and his lovely person with her.
Yes, good friend.
Wait,
Fucking Arjinu like leans
Hold
back
on.
like yes.
Did we agree that we're not calling him by his name, or does he just go by his name?
you all are so awkward.
I am Arjinu. I am their friend.
Because my first idea was going to be Andy.
Have you ever considered putting the
Maybe it's
Magnificent
a
after
nickname.
your name, Arjinu?
I could go with that. Please don't egg him on. Hi, I'm Priscilla. She like offers her hand to Julie. Hi, I'm cute kid. Thanks. He's a handful.
By the way, Arjinu.
Hmm?
Shuffle them in my pockets. Yeah. This.
I was going to ask about that.
Hand him the bottled dragon scale.
He
You know anything about
picks
this?
it up from you. He goes, well, I'm gonna roll something real quick. Wait, no, that's just takes a look at it, turns it over, pops the friggin' bottle open. This is fake.
Man.
That's
Because-
upsetting.
He turns it over in his hand and goes, but then again, I very much doubt anybody would know anything about draconic natures going on around here. He looks at you, Qeltrin. No offense.
Deadpan.
He just kind of looks at it, but it is pretty convincing. Like,
so
to-
I could pawn it off someone.
He he closes it back up and like offers it to you.
Yeah, keep that as a bargaining chip for something.
He goes, yes. Where did you find that at?
Some guy, he had it. Really the best way I can put it.
Where did you have that again?
From the mayor, dude. Man.
Oh yeah, when we yeah.
We kicked him out of town, more or less, anyway.
He's being democratically voted out.
Torihito, you kind of look up. There's a nice little shine in his eyes again. And where is this place at?
There's
Alright.
nothing like this there. He was getting contraband from a bunch of his subjects.
Still, though,
Jeffins.
Definitely
you.
to the north.
he turns and looks at Priscilla. I will be making a visit at some point. Oh, God, no.
Look, Arginio, for someone who is really concerned about keeping his head low, you seem to want to poke your nose into literally everywhere. I'm just saying, if you're going to stress this importance on us, I would at least ask that you be equally careful.
Poor Julie must be so confused right now.
Oh, yeah, no, she's looking around like, what the fuck are you guys on about?
Don't worry about it.
I know.
Jessica pats her on the shoulder. Don't worry about it.
You didn't hear anything.
I tell you what. Why don't I
Hang
get
on.
you that drink I owe you?
Real quick, fucking, yeah, don't worry about it.
Oh God, that's a good roll.
I'm sorry. What are we not worrying about?
Deskrin, yes,
Dragons.
and
Julie.
nothing is happening at all.
You didn't hear anything. Circly hands.
In any
Penguin.
case, if you folks wouldn't happen to have some spare seats upon your wagon or anything like that, we would very much be willing to, what is it, charter? We would just like some seats. We don't want to have to deal with that asshole back out there again.
We'll figure something out.
He's definitely an asshole, and if we
it's-
can take business away
it's-
from him.
At this point, it's going to be a little crowded, but we'll figure something out.
I appreciate it. Oh, Tuck says hello.
Hi, Tuck.
Aww.
He's not-
When I was asked to accompany Priscilla down here, I made sure to leave someone more
Tuck.
put together in charge. Most of my clan is not exactly the brightest, but
They mean well.
Tuck's all right. I will say that. He decided to show me some of his ideas for the, just kind of.
Can we
Between
get a
them-
glimpse of a meanwhile?
Between them and Farmer Joe, I'm sure they'll be fine.
Yeah, from the looks of things, he just kind of shoots you all a look like, so, what is there something good to drink around here?
Well, Zephyr managed to find it.
Ju-
Can I roll to see if I can
Dragon's
manage to
breath
find some
ale.
Dragon's breath
I was
in the-
like-
in the back.
Like I squint. Does alcohol do anything for you?
Oh, here's what I did.
What?
I found a bottle of Dragon's Breath and I put it in the in one mug. However, in the process of bringing them out and the jewel and everything, I've forgotten which mug it was, and I brought enough for everybody. So there's one mug of Dragon's
Oh
Breath
my.
in there, and then
So
the
we're
rest
playing
are-
Goliath Roulette.
We're playing Dragon's Roulette.
I can't remember which one it was.
Gambul is so down.
Well, so
You know what? Dibs on going first.
All right. Let's.
Well, if it's just gonna descend into a drinking game, I'm gonna back out.
Yeah, Finn is.
How many mugs are there?
I don't know, Zephyr. How many bugs did you bring up?
Well, I didn't bring one for Priscilla
Mm,
because,
probably a good idea.
breastfeeding and whatnot, probably not a good idea. There's dragon's breath, and then I brought enough for the guys, and then Priscilla just showed, not Priscilla, Julie just showed up, so not one for her. I think I brought one for Jeskrin too. So I'm gonna actually leave to go get Priscilla her drink, and you guys can figure that out.
So, basically, a drink for a lot of folks. All right, I need everyone who's taking a part of this drinking, roll me just a straight D20, if you wouldn't mind.
Can I do something before then, though?
What are you attempting?
Future sight.
Okay.
Well, while that's going on, I guess I'll nod over to Finn and Qeltrin. If you guys don't want to participate in that, you can just come and join us while we're talking and whatnot, if you want.
Alright, well.
Okay. What are you attempting here?
I forgot what the wording is for power.
Like, are you trying to see if your
See
own
if I
drink is
can
good, or...
suss
I am-
out which one is the dragon's breath.
I almost want to play solitaire with the dealer, but I know he's going to try and sell me something the whole time.
Roll me 2d20.
I mean,
Roll me a
that
d20 with
could be
advantage.
fun. You should
No.
totally try it.
No,
Finn, I dare you.
no.
Really?
You
Yes.
just said you wanted to do it.
Wow.
No, I said I wanted to play solitaire, not take a card.
I know.
Oh my.
That's with
All
advantage.
right. That's with advantage. Yeah, as you. Yeah, no, you get the good sense, like, as these mugs are passed around and everyone just kind of takes a hold of it, it's not until you fucking hand around the mug, you just go, oh, it's this one.
Fire!
I've made a mistake.
Yeah, no, you kind of, like, look around. Duskrin shoots you a look as he just fucking downs it like a champ.
And then suddenly just fire breath.
Fucking, you managed to toast Argenio across from you. Just
Is this one?
fortitude. Yeah, no. Oh boy, you're feeling kind of spicy tonight.
That's a really
Spicy.
shitty waitress.
Argenio kind of looks over at you, is like, well, I guess someone can't hold their liquor. In any case, night kind of goes along. Torihito, unfortunately, wasn't having the best time with drinking and everything like that.
First drink.
You guys kind of have yourselves a nice merry old time. Delay sits down with some drinks with you. You two have a nice little chat, gets bond. Phony joins you guys every once in a while, sees Argenio, goes just a little bit nuts for a quick second there. Yeah, and that goes on. Everyone has a good old time. Argenio doesn't burn the place down. The bar tries something, but he quickly gets a bottle thrown in his head from somebody else.
It was Julie. She's had one too many.
Wow! Okay, Julay's a main drink. That's canon.
Oh boy.
Day kind of comes along. You guys, you're sitting down for breakfast. Everyone's kind of milling about. Argenio has very specifically drawn himself towards your table in order to eat with you guys. Just, hi, I'm in your personal space from now on.
It's gonna be your life now.
Okay, Argenio, I'm going to show you this stuff. It's called French toast, right?
What are French?
What is the French?
I don't know, but they make awesome toast.
Although I like Torihito's better. What are French?
I'll do you
You
one
are
better.
French.
Why is French?
We've already done that one.
Stop.
As you guys are all sitting down and food is plated high and everything like that, Joy kind of stops by and everything like that and goes, okay, so just so you guys know, we are leaving today. So
Good.
yeah, and I very, very, very much appreciate you guys helping me out with this.
It's not a problem. Are you really scared about leaving?
She kind of like shoots a look between you guys, like, yeah, a little, She kind of like makes this like little winced face as she says, "A little."
Well, don't worry. You got your back, okay?
Weather's gonna. Yeah, Duskreen kind of wanders in next to you guys, sits down super nonchalantly. Just go, wagon's ready whenever.
Thank you, Dustin.
Hmm.
You're a beam of metaphorical light.
He kind of looks up at you and goes, "Sure." It's like, I'm not sure how to take that. But as you guys kind of like, scrounge down on your breakfast and everything like that, the town crier outside is just having a field day with his fucking bell, just reminding everyone that the caravan's going to be leaving shortly. Kraven actually comes inside to find you guys. And just along the lines of, all right, hey, me and my boys are ready. I just want you all to know that we're going to be meeting you outside of town as per our agreement earlier. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
You're not supposed to say wink, wink, nudge, nudge out loud, Kraven.
Argenio looks up. Who are you? As he's winking and nudging.
I'll like that's Kreven. He's a friend.
Hi, Kraven. She waves again.
Hi. Hey,
Does he even know?
John.
Everyone draws out the word because it's so dumb.
As he just kind of goes, "Sorry, sir." It just kind of like gingerly pats Argenio on the shoulder, like, "I'm totally sorry, Mr. Complete Stranger." But yeah.
Kraven, I like Zephyr is making like the kill sign with like across her neck, like don't touch
Yeah.
the stranger.
Argenio has a very quizzical look on his face, like, "Are you for fucking real?"
I'm gonna go out to the caravan now.
So you guys managed to get packed up. Duskryn tells you guys he'll be meeting you out along the south road at a short distance. And everyone manages to get themselves packed up. Everyone looks like they're nice and hearty. Phony joins you guys in order to help get the hell out of town. After a short bit of wait, this caravan starts coming by. You eventually notice that there's one wagon being pulled by Joy. Duskryn's kind of sitting alongside of her. As they're kind of passing by, Duskryn shoots a look over at you guys, climbs through the back of the wagon, throws open the back, just get in. You guys clamber your way on in, and you guys are off to Southgate.
Sounds good.
And we'll end things here.
Yay.
Yay.